All right, it is Tuesday night in Tooney Town, and that can only mean one thing. It is time for the newest episode of the fastest rising pro wrestling live stream podcast on the internet today. It is time for Tooney Talk Wrestling. Folks, I'm Marvin, and I am the Movie Monster, and I am pleased to be bringing you guys another fantastic evening of wrestling conversation, but it is a special evening. It is the Tuesday Night War, ladies and gentlemen, and I don't go into battle without my second in command, my first officer at my side, and here he is, folks. And there he is, the one and only Kevin Apollo. What, do you not have the CW or something?
I have the CW app. There's just you can't go live. Look, I never realized how much crap is on the CW.
There's a lot of crap on the CW.
I would never watch. How does one?
And you know what? Not as much crap as used to be on it, but they've got quite a bit now. But anyway, Kev, it is time for the Tuesday Night War. We got AEW, we've got NXT, not starting at the same time. AEW is chickening out. They're starting at 9 o'clock. They're begged off. They're giving HB Cookout 1 hour of unopposed hilarity before they take on the air. But we are not doing this just by ourselves. It is a full 4 horsemen tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, joining us, the one, the only Awful Wrestling.
What's happening, everybody?
Oh, well, I mean, I'm always excited any night where you're forced to watch AEW because it's always really entertaining to me.
And you're right, they did chicken out, I guess. They didn't want to, they're going to take their spanking, I guess, in the first hour, but in the second hour, it's all Dynamite.
Did they chicken out, or were they never going up against them to begin with at the same time?
You know what? Good question. I don't know.
Yes, we have to go to our good friend who said that they were AEW Disciplinary, aka Dis.
Hey, all I know is that I saw they were going live, and I went and I looked at my DirecTV thing, and it said 7 o'clock Central Time, which is now. So that was 2 weeks ago. I didn't check it every day since then. And then yesterday, something came out. Tony Khan put out a tweet saying it's 9 o'clock. So
that's all for him.
Hi, guys.
All I know is that I am using a pirated stream for CW right now. Yo ho, brother, because my normal stream is taken up entirely by my normal CW channel is being taken up entirely by hurricane coverage because I am currently within the cone, as they say, of this hurricane. So let's big shout out to anybody who is in the cone of the hurricane. Make sure you're safe and secure, kind of the way I am. So I bought some food, I got some water. We should be all set here, just to assuage any fears that might be out there. But guys, NXT is on. We are currently NXTing, but before we get into that, while we're doing these entrances, did you see Triple H and Shawn did like a video hyping this tonight?
Yeah. State of NXT.
Yeah, we need to watch it because I
didn't see it.
It's bad. It's bad. I got what they were trying to do, but it just does not come off well. They've just all it came off was my God. My goodness, our heroes are old men.
They're boomers. Yeah.
I did enjoy Triple H's tweet though.
Wait, what did he say?
He was speaking. He was speaking on Zoomer.
Oh God!
He said
we
ate.
You say what?
He said we ate. Didn't even leave any crumbs. I think.
Oh my God!
Interrupt your regularly scheduled scrolling for this special report.
Good evening, my fellow Americans.
So we have to remind you here what used to happen.
Yeah, and how young we used to look.
Good evening, my fellow Americans.
Oh my zombies? God. Yeah, I was just about to say. So close to Halloween.
I know. Triple H is wearing his old lady glasses too. Look. These glasses come in two different kinds: old lady and Bret Hart. We all knew what was going to happen.
We've been informed CW is proud to present NXT on Tuesday nights as it embarks on a new chapter in its storied history. As we move forward towards the future, we need to ensure that we see eye to eye with our key.
Hold on. I just need to point out right now on NXT, there's two black wrestlers interacting with each other in a promo. So suck it, internet.
We can talk about that in a minute.
We'll only do so when we know the one way to do it. And for us, that's gratuitously. This time, we can't get in trouble because, strangely enough, we make the rules. Therefore,
you make the rules, we will break them. Doesn't really work anymore, huh?
Right.
for the following are the standards and practices that we promise to adhere to.
From the hours of 8 to 10 p.m., we will only use the words Giat, Flex, Slay, and Bussin'. We will, however, also make a concerted effort to use the words sus, drip, low-key, on God, ratio.
Get you some of that.
And any other topical lingo or trending audio. Now, as it pertains to video, we promise there will be more Skibbity-Bee Ohio Sigma.
Yep, and that is so cringe, brother. You know, we're not in Ohio. We're in Chicago.
Good Lord. These
You
two.
just can't pass the vibe check. You are so washed.
I'm not washed, you're washed.
Anyway, there will be more rap references. But on a final note, even though many of you believe that currently the favorite pastime in the Oval Office is to get in the kitchen and cook, let me just say, I happen to be a vegan.
Brother, you ate.
I don't even know where I'm at on this damn thing. Make sure to catch all the action on NXT Tuesday night at 8 p.m. only on the CW.
I can't believe we get paid for this.
Unfreaking believable.
And there you go. There you go. There's our heroes as old men.
I'm sure they had a training session for that.
Yeah,
They
I
asked
just
all
oh my
the
God,
young
I just
NXT talent to drop
looked
in
back-
some cool names.
I know. I just look back over and I see Jey Uso standing in the middle of the ring.
Yeah. With Trick Williams.
I bet you I know what he's going to say without having to listen to it. I bet you he's going to say, yeet.
Well, you win the pony.
So, I mean, so now we've got 3 wrestlers of color in the middle of the ring, right? Well, in
Hey,
this
listen,
segment
don't
right
make
now,
mention
all
of
talking
that.
to each other. I'm just saying the internet can eat a big fat one because HB Cookout is all about this. What?
They there's gonna be I bet there's gonna be a lot of Raw people on this show because they're all stuck in St. Louis. They can't, they're downed. They were there yesterday for Raw, and
That's true.
apparently nobody can get back to Florida. So yeah.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of them that live in Florida. I know Rhea
And,
Ripley
look,
does.
and the first person advertises Obafema.
There you go.
Is this by design, gentlemen? Do you think this has all been pre-planned
Well,
in the last 48 to 72 hours?
Yes, yeah, with their weather making machine.
No, I'm talking about the
WWE
people
bought
of
a
color being on
weather-making
television.
We didn't buy it, we made it. All right. We got some super chats coming in.
No,
Colin
this is
Taylor
what
for
NXT is every
$20.
week. This is always NXT.
I'm sorry. Am I interrupting you right now, Dis, with my super chats?
No, I'm sorry. I was answering awful. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Oh, go ahead. Answer the thing. Go ahead.
No,
I've taken a break from the fine people that give us money.
This is what NXT is every week. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I don't usually watch it, but this is my first NXT in a very long time.
I can't watch NXT apparently. So
Okay, so just take our word for what's happening. Colin Taylor for $20 says watching NXT and AEW is like watching AAA baseball and comparing it with alcoholics playing t-ball. Nia Jax's regal name or original name is Queen Elizabeth the Muffin Topped. And The Rock's return was flatter than Raquel Rodriguez. Oh my goodness. Colin Taylor is slaying here today. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. I love it. I love it, Colin Taylor. Thank you very much. The Rabbit Wolverine LC Killer 17 for $2 says this is my version of Texas versus Oklahoma AEW chicken. So, and Jade Cargill appearing on the screen right now. Jade Cargill
is she?
finally on
there
NXT,
she is.
It's where she always belonged.
That's where some people believe she should belong.
Am I on a delay right now? Is that what's happening?
You might be, but I'm right there along with you. I mean, matey.
What do you mean?
Okay. All right. You guys can still hear me all right?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah, you break up every once in a while, but for the most part, yeah.
John JID 999 for $199 says the cookout in the PC will reign supreme. Yes. Gotta love the cookout. Johnny Boy X for $9.99 says never shave your beard, neckbeards. Fund and love the show, boys. Thank you very much. And no, neckbeard could never shave his neckbeard because then he'd just be AEW neck.
Yeah. Who wants that?
No, nobody wants that. Shaggy Phil 73 for $5. Any Office fans? That skit reminded me of when Daryl was telling Michael Black phrases to up his street cred. Shippity dippity. Yes, that's 100% what it was with the tickle fights.
Yeah.
Commercial break now as well. Andre Adams for $4.99. My sources are reporting that the Bucks have only picked out the best outfits from Mom's closet for tonight's event. Man, Tony must be pooping himself right now. Because not only is he up against NXT, but I believe the MLB playoffs are also going on right now, right?
You know what? I'm not sure. Good
Yeah.
question. I'm sure somebody in the chat knows.
Playoffs are happening currently.
Kev, I think Awful gave you a link in the private chat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That should work.
Dodgers.
You'll have to look for it, Kev.
Gotcha.
Yeah. In other news, with all of the competition tonight, we have exclusive footage of Shad Khan right now. Money. Because all right. So man, we've got a the wrestling has been really stupid this week, hasn't it? Like what? I think you're the one on a delay because every time you talk, it's over somebody else.
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's
Let
a good
me restart
idea.
here. Hang on. I'll be right
That's
back.
a good
Guys.
idea. All right.
Yeah.
I thought it was weird that he was talking over everybody. I was like, what's going on?
Hey, we can't all make declarations of hatred at the same time.
Oh my goodness. John is telling me I missed one of his super chats. Let me go back and look. He said for $1.99 he says my skin is crawling so much I can't deal with this. I believe that was talking about the elderly DX segment there.
Oh, it was funny for old people like me.
Yeah,
it was
for old fogies.
Yeah. Miss October 30 for $2. I'm giddy about Liv leaving Dom. Not useful to Liv. Oh, did Liv leave Dom last night? Is that what happened?
I'm not sure.
Raw last night.
Yeah, as did I.
I thought
Things
they
have
left
been
in
so.
with herself.
I don't know. Things have been so crazy over the last couple of days with all the hurricane prep and everything like that that I just completely missed Raw last night.
Someone let us know if Liv broke up with Dom. Sorry.
Yeah. John Williams for $5 says, "Hey, Mom, I've showed my friend your parody of Time of My Life a while ago. She texted back that you ruined the OG song for her." Oh, that would be the I Feared for My Life version. Yeah. Oh, apologies to your friend, but I'm sure Patrick Swayze can win her back if he really tried. So, Neckbeard saying Liv might leave Dom for Raquel. Okay, so she has not left yet. So there you go.
Okay. Finally, someone who can speak Spanish.
Absolutely. Okay, so the apparently Dave Meltzer is just his job now is to hate CM Punk because that we all watched the match that we watched at Bad Blood over on Saturday when we had our great live stream about it. Dave Meltzer apparently believes that. So somebody said Punk versus McIntyre was a better sell match and had better story leading into it than Cody versus Rollins, which got 5 stars. There's no reason why it shouldn't be given the same or even a higher star rating. And Dave Meltzer goes, I strongly disagree. Drama and compellingness much stronger in Rhodes versus Rollins, plus had a realness and insanity about it. Agree better story leading into Punk versus McIntyre, but I'm not rating story leading into it. Why does he type like this? Why does he type like why does he type like a caveman? Like, you've got the blue check mark, Dave. You can go beyond the word count.
What was so real and insane about it?
Drama and the probably the bicep injury.
Oh, okay.
Drama and compellingness better. Blah blah blah. Oh, Dave smash.
What?
What? I don't know, man. I don't know. You know what? It's just. That's Dave for you.
Little Dave, what do you want to be when you grow up? Well, I want to be a jagaloon.
Yeah, a jagaloon. I've never heard that phrase before.
Dave, what do you want to be when you grow up? Old.
So here's another one. Somebody says, no, literally, if the maximum rating is now 7 and not 5, or infinity, according to you, then 4.75 stars is worth less than it did in 2009. It's not complaining. It's stating a fact. And he goes, it's been explained to death. If there's an 8.0 quake in Indonesia, that wouldn't change a 4.75 quake in California from 2024 to 2009, nor would it if earthquakes become more common. What?
What? What are you saying?
He's not saying anything. It's, oh my God,
Nope.
He is the dumbest human being on the planet. All right. We got a match in the ring now on NXT. We're looking at now. All right, so we got Bianca, we've got Jade, and who is this with them, Dis?
Honestly, I'm not caught up. I my Tuesdays are usually kind of busy, so I don't get a lot of NXT in my diet, unfortunately.
I have no idea who any. I feel so bad. You know what? Maybe we should have talked about this before we decided to do a watch along that none of us watch.
Yeah.
NXT, and
Did a little research.
We are watching.
All right. So John
people,
says Kalani Jordan. It's Kalani Jordan.
Yes.
There you go. Yeah, like I said, we are watching with the people, not for the people. That's how I look at it.
Okay, that makes a bit more sense. Joe Punches for $4.99 says AEW lost to Expedition X. Search for the Dog Man last week. Yay to the Dog Man. Much love, guys, to you and Mish from Wrestling Soup. F other people. So yeah, I agree.
Cool.
Yep. People that oh my
goodness.
All right.
Can I say something about Dave Meltzer's star ratings and its inflation?
Please do.
Over time.
Please do, while Bianca Belair cleans house in the ring right now.
Yeah, of course, Dave Meltzer, he has no idea where to start and where to end when he talks about these things on Twitter. Not to mention his, just like you said, his whole tweet made no sense in the context in which it was given. I don't understand the guy, but I do like how he gave it an inflationary price, or an inflationary agenda. 4 stars back then didn't mean 7 stars now.
It's basic economics.
Yeah.
Learn how to do math. That's his other favorite one. Learn how to do math, Eric Bischoff. Oh man. So apparently Kalani is the women's North American champion, according to the chat, which is apparently a thing that exists. Sorry, Disc, go ahead. What were you saying?
No, you did the Tony Khan or the Shad Khan joke earlier. Have we mentioned that it's become official today that Shad Khan has ownership in AEW and that Awful was right the entire time?
Wait, no, where did we find this out?
Yeah. They announced the parent company.
Yeah. Beatnik.
It was a weird name too that made me laugh.
Yeah,
Oh,
Beatnik.
Beatnik.
Yeah, Beatnik. Yeah.
And that's Shad's
Yeah.
company, so
So that
Which means
Shad
that
Khan-
Evil Dose was incorrect.
So that means Shad Khan is partial owner of AEW.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
He's still
You're
getting
right.
his investment.
Well, Awful was right, and to the rest of the internet that disagreed with him,
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
so there you go. Let's see. Miss October 30 for $2 says, "Does Dave ever look back on his Twitter feed?" I doubt it. I don't think
No.
Dave Meltzer remembers a single thing that he says after he says it. It would be impossible to remember so much stupidity every single day.
I wouldn't be surprised if he tweets while drinking. Seriously.
I mean,
Huh. I don't think Dave can hold his liquor very well. I'll say that much.
if Dave
And then he tweets.
if Dave drinks, then he needs to stop. If Dave doesn't drink, then he needs to start.
Yeah.
Because I've always said what I used to say about Grant Morrison when he wrote Final Crisis. I said to Kev, I don't know if it's the drugs that he's on or the drugs that he needs to be on, but something needs to happen. But yeah, oh, you know what? While we're at commercial break, maybe we can check in with our good friend. Well, not really a good friend, more of a casual acquaintance to the show. Her name is Mercedes Moné, and she produces a little something called the Mone Mag. From the desk of the CEO. Hey, Moné makers. It's been another exciting week, and I've had some incredible experiences to share. This time, we're diving into what it's like to be inside the TV production truck during a live wrestling show broadcast, what there is to learn, how necessary it is for talent to sit in, and how much I love Vince McMahon. She doesn't say that here, but that's what's in this. First, a quick reminder to the press. When crediting us, remember we are Mone Mag, your go-to digital magazine. We are not a newsletter. All right, now let's talk Moné.
Marv, why do you think she's got to clear that up every time?
Because it's a newsletter, and for some reason, she is really insecure about the fact that it's a newsletter.
Yeah, I mean, it makes no sense.
I've always loved getting involved in more than just what goes on inside the ring, like creative, like my creative, like telling them I'm not going to lose. So when I was in New York and not scheduled to wrestle, I asked Tony Khan if I could sit in the production truck to observe the show, and he said yes, because he's not allowed to say no to me. Mike Mansory, whom I've worked with since my days at NXT, another WWE hire that Tony Khan picked up, gave me full access to the AEW truck. And what a great education and refresher it was. The thing that I really liked about the AEW truck as opposed to the WWE one is there's so many less people being like, oh my God, Mercedes, get out. We're trying to work here.
Right.
Arena audience versus home audience awareness. I sat in the production truck for Raw and NXT tapings in the past, but this was my first time with AEW. It was mind-blowing how little work they do in there. Now, it was mind-blowing to watch the talent and crew work together to hit their marks perfectly, timing commercial breaks and cutting to the right cameras. As a wrestler, you think about your moves, but there's so much more that goes into making sure the audience at home, not just the audience in the arena, sees everything the way it's meant to be seen. There is no insight here. There's nothing. This is an article. This is technically an article in this
Right.
Newsletter magazine.
Is she trying to
What
say?
did she
Is she
say
trying to
here?
say that there's a production meeting where there's rehearsals and people have to hit their marks?
I thought there were no production meetings.
Well, there aren't.
Exactly.
So it sounds like somebody's lying over here.
When I say everything is
put on a fake
fine,
one for her.
Yeah.
they made a fake production truck for her to go play in.
Mercedes, she's coming in the truck. I just need you to have her entertained. for about.
Why is there a bed back here in the production truck?
The thing I love the most about the production truck is all the shiny bouncy balls that they bounce, and they're like, Mercedes, go get it. And then I go get it, and I bring it back, and they throw it again. When I say everything is timed, I mean everything, including my time in there. They were like, you've got 5 minutes, man. And they mean 5 minutes. All right, we're back to NXT. So we'll take a break from Mercedes. We'll come back to NXT when we can. How about that?
So check this out. This is fun.
Let me check it out.
I just got a notification from my Starlink app saying that my internet speeds might cut out at points tonight due to the hurricane. I live in Missouri.
Nowhere near the hurricane.
But
How does that make any sense?
Lights are in space. Is what I'm guessing.
How is my internet speed fine? This thing is coming for me like Hulk Hogan walking down the aisle pointing at somebody.
His is being beamed down directly from space.
Right. They're all taking a break right now at Starlink, okay? It's lunchtime.
Yeah.
What's real funny is that Starlink has held up for me through tornadoes and all kinds of stuff around here. It's always other places that like the Northern Lights mess it up and stuff like that. It's never something here.
Oh my goodness. Area 51.
Yeah, exactly. I got that notification too.
For $2 says, is there anyone to bring Moné back to Earth? No, she's that far out. Liga J81 for $2. Mone Mag is Kev's Namekian ear whistle torture. Oh, that's amazing. Oh,
just wait till we get to the BWI 500.
Yeah.
I'll get you for this. You won't escape my wrath.
It's Kev every time we start the Mone Mag. All right, and last call podcast for $5. 2025 prediction: Mercedes beats Swerve Strickland in an in-agenda match because Mercedes wants it. Biatch and creative control via Tooney Khan. Yeah, she does have the creative control card, so there you go. Jade is in the ring now, and she is putting on a show. This is Jade. This is Jade's first NXT match because she should have had many before ever going to the main roster.
This is her probably second time or third time on NXT, but not wrestling.
I think it's she spent a lot of time in the PC, to be fair, but yes, I agree. She needed a lot.
Yeah, but there's a difference between going to class and performing in front of people.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know.
She looks okay right now.
She didn't perform in front of
anybody tagged out.
AEW, so you know.
You know what it was? It was the Vince had to do with Tony. I mean, so Triple H had to do with Tony what Vince did to Hunter. The Hunter had to be like, listen, you thought she was a star there. I'm going to show you how to make an actual star. Sean, make her Rumble ready. Mm-hmm. And that's what happened. Yeah.
Just Rumble ready. Just Rumble ready. That was it.
Marv, you don't think she's improved at all?
No, I think she's gotten better. I mean, how could you not work with Bianca every night?
Yeah.
All right.
Like, I think Bianca's the learning tree at this point for her. Like, she's like, come on, girl. Yeah. Like, I'm going to drag you kicking and screaming to greatness.
We saw that a couple times on camera.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jesus. Okay. And they win. Kalani wins. And I like that they gave the NXT guy or lady the pin. That was.
Oh, I think I'm a little behind you guys.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
That's all right.
Okay, I don't care about spoilers. Trust me.
Jade. I like Jade. Jade's a star. I think that she was actually kind of overshadowed by Jordan Grace in the Royal Rumble. I think she looked better.
Because Jordan Grace is just a genetic freak.
Yeah,
she's
polished.
Female Scott Steiner.
Exactly. Yeah, she literally was. She literally. Did you know that?
Thick Mama Pump.
Thick Mama Pump.
Big Mama Pump.
It was bequeathed to her by the big bad booty daddy.
That's true.
Wait, Big Mama Pump or Thick Mama Pump? Thick Mama Pump.
Thick.
All right.
Thick Mama Pump.
That ain't the only thing she was bequeathed.
Can't be tossed down here. It's not 9 o'clock yet.
Oh
about
my goodness!
barking
All right,
spiders, little
we got
ducks.
Axiom, and Nathan Frazier talking in the back, and there's Randall. Oh, Randall, I love you so much. I love every show you're on. I'll never job to anyone but you. Remember Randy's first title reign when he won the title from nobody, and then and then immediately dropped it back to Trip.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I needed a little break. Give me that.
Fun times.
At least when I live in St. Louis, I think St. Louis was like the worst. I don't know. The relationship between St. Louis and Randy Orton never really gelled. Like they'd always try to trot him out in St. Louis and make a big deal about it, but St. Louis never really reacted to Randy Orton. But he was also a dick. So I don't know if that has something to do. Like there are enough people.
I mean, I like how you say was as if he's not still. I'm pretty sure
he seems all right.
I'm pretty sure
He hides it better this time.
Well, you do mellow with age,
right?
And I maybe as his body thickened, his douchebaggery thinned out. But
Marvin's commercial
now passed on to his children.
You know that means?
Are we at commercial? Oh, that means we're back to it, guys. That means it's time to go back to the Moné Mag. When I say everything is timed, I mean everything. It's a delicate balance between producers' talents and Tony Khan, who runs the timing of the show. Each segment, every match, everything is calculated to fit into that 2-hour window. And let me tell you, hitting those marks is crucial. You can't have a big in-ring spot running when it's time for a commercial break. It's all about precision. And sitting in that truck reminded me of the respect everyone working behind the scenes deserves for pulling off the TV end of things, which, let's face it, drives most of our business. Come on. Stop it. Camera awareness. You don't just have to be aware of the TV audience as much as the arena audience. You also must be aware of cameras. Before this experience, I thought there were maybe 4 or 5 cameras catching everything, but I quickly learned that there are like a lot more than that.
What are you talking about? What are you? Who are you talking to? Nobody. Mercedes, come on.
I found all these little cameras in my dressing room.
Nobody's listening.
And then there was even one in my toilet that said property of Tony Khan.
Who goes to Mercedes Moné and is like, tell me about how to be on television?
I know.
What, while he's brushing her hair?
Yeah. She's teaching Tony Khan how to do it right now is what's happening. As a talent, you have to know where your cameras are if you want to perform at your best. The better you understand that, the better you can connect with the audience, especially those watching at home. Wait, so you have to know where all the cameras are, but before this week when you were in the truck, you didn't know about all the cameras?
Right.
So does that mean you were not performing at your best? The self-owns in this are absolutely the most amazing thing.
If Neckbeards was answering my question, that's the funniest thing he could ever say.
What did he say? Probably. Yeah.
If that's who Mercedes is talking to.
Maybe. The importance of talent shadowing production. People have said that back in the day, Triple H, I love you, Trap, please bring me back, used to like to sit in a production meetings before he even hit his peak as a wrestler. Is there any coincidence that he's thriving in his position today? Wait, so he's thriving? I thought the WWE sucked now today, Mercedes. Wasn't that what you'd like to say?
I think she's also throwing shade to Tony Khan.
Mm-hmm. I read somewhere that Tom Hanks said all actors should direct even once. And I want to be the greatest actor of all, so I'm going to direct. Oh, God. Could you imagine, like, her directorial debut?
God.
Doing so would improve your craft. I've also heard that my advocate, Kev, asked actors and producers to sit in on edit sessions, and I get it. Kev, are you Mercedes' advocate? Because that would be the swerve that this storyline really needs. That the whole time you're her advocate, but you're trying to advocate her away from doing this stuff, and she keeps doing it, and that's why you get so mad.
Is okay. Wait,
swerve, bro.
Don't be obnoxious, Mercedes. Don't be obnoxious. Don't be a bitch. Like, she just can't do it.
There's a better way to do this.
Is this the same advocate? Because last week she talked about her wrestling advocate, and that's who taught her about Bob Backlund. Is this a Hollywood
it's the
advocate?
same advocate. Yeah, no, that was
Okay.
Kev also. There's always a Kev that's her advocate. Unless she just look, I got so many advocates, I can't keep their names straight, so I just call them all Kev. There's Kev. There's Kev 1. There's Kev 2. There's Asian Kev.
My name is Franklin.
Shut up, Asian Kev.
I'm from Jersey.
I'm Puerto Rican.
Italian.
What are you talking about?
Why do you keep calling me Kev?
Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. When you can understand other key support positions necessary to your success as talent, you elevate in so many ways. You learn to empathize with and understand the struggles and challenges, and you learn you don't want to be the one to add to them. Jennifer, what does this word empathize mean? I've never heard that word before. And we're back to NXT, so we're going to take a break from Mercedes for a little bit.
Oh, God.
Perez in the ring. I think we're getting Sexy Red coming out here.
Oh, again.
Oh, no. Are you serious?
Well, they
Yeah,
said that she's been. Go ahead.
No, I'm just watching the champion lady come out.
Yeah, they said that
He is minuscule. She's tiny.
She's been talking about a certain St. Louis native, and I think Sexy Red is the only woman from St. Louis associated with NXT. So,
Randy Orton?
Boy,
that's not a woman. I mean, okay.
Wait,
who am I?
What?
Who am I? He does, but Randy Orton does not wrestle in the female division in NXT.
Who the hell are you to say what a woman is? I don't know why Tripp had to deliver that line. I just know that I didn't want to deliver it as me.
I guess Sexy Red isn't technically in the women's division of NXT either, but she has been cutting promos on Sexy Red. That's the point I was trying to make.
Okay. Is she a St. Louis native?
Sexy Red is, yes. I found that out yesterday. So
what, during Raw?
During Raw, when they said St. Louis native.
Sexy Red. We hit him. Hit the credits. Hit the credits.
Get her out.
Hit the credits.
John J.
When she comes in, do you think? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You already. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Marvy.
No, go ahead. I dare you.
Fight.
Okay, fine. F it. I see. Now the joke has died. I was wondering if Sexy Red, when she comes down to the ring, if she's going to blow the roof off the place or if she's just going to blow. All right, cue the car crash. Go ahead.
Ooh, sorry, John.
Who's coming out? Cora Jade?
Yeah.
John JD 999 for 199 says Mercedes Moné is the Rachel Zegler of wrestling. Oh my God, she is. She is 100% the Rachel Zegler of wrestling. I love that. I love that so much. Miss October 30 for $2. How do both audiences look tonight? I can't tell from this. I don't know what the hod cam side
It's rather
looks like.
dark in the NXT building.
You know what? They've got people on the second level though.
Yeah, they got people on the second level, so we're doing better than Dynamite.
Yeah, NXT, WWE made a terrible decision first time around by saying that they were running this in the same building that they ran Raw last night, which was a terrible idea. That was never
that's
going
an
to
awful idea.
So they moved it to someplace called the Factory that holds like 1,200 people. And from what I heard, they pretty much they pumped up the ticket prices, but I heard they pretty much filled the place. So
good. What you're saying is because like the NXT, like in the Performance Center, like that's free. I don't think you pay for tickets to that. I don't think it actually makes a house. I think you just sign up for free tickets for it, like a studio,
right.
like going to see an episode of The Daily Show or something like that, or like a talk show. Liga J81 for $2. But my name's Billy. Shut up, Kev. Oh my goodness, oh man. Yeah, this let's see. Kevin Haggerty for $7 says Sasha Banks should make her directorial debut by making the live action remake of Wish or Strange World. Yes, that's exactly what the world needs, a live action remake of those movies. Starring her.
I don't know. What are those movies? I don't know what either of those movies are.
They were terrible Disney. They were terrible Disney bombs.
I remember. Okay, yes, yeah, remember.
Wish was supposed to be the 100-year anniversary movie. It was supposed to be like the origin of When You Wish Upon a Star, and it got so polluted with identity politics that just nobody went to see it.
What? When was that?
Oh yeah, no, I don't blame you for not knowing. And Strange World was a couple years back. It was just a weirdo movie.
It was pandemic. Wasn't it a pandemic era?
I think it was a little after the pandemic era, but let me put it this way: that weird guy from Variety would walk down the red carpet and be like, "Would you say this is the gayest thing Disney has ever done?" And they would all be like, "Well, that's what I signed up for."
Max, Matt Marv, you got Julia. You get to see Julia for the first time, Marv.
I'm not there yet.
Oh,
this feed is really slow, I guess. Okay, the lights just went out. The lights just went out, so I'm assuming we're getting Julia now.
I was going to say, maybe Mercedes should just remake the end of Thelma and Louise, but just the end of Thelma and Louise.
Just the end, just the last 10 minutes of the movie?
Yes.
Oh, I like how this is all excited before all of us.
Sorry, it's cool. She didn't come
it's an
alone,
interesting change of pace.
She didn't come alone. This is neat.
Oh, she didn't come alone. That's interesting. All right, well, right now I just see her alone.
I'm going to let you see it. Be surprised.
She's Japanese.
No. Yes. Well, she's not by nationality. It's where she grew up and lived, and that's her. That's what she's.
Oh, they got both. They got both of the ones they stole from Tony Khan.
Yeah, they did.
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness!
These women look more legit than the entire AEW women's roster. I'm just gonna say it.
Yes,
these
they
two
do.
right here.
Did Julia get caught on the apron though? When
she did
slide in the ring.
Oh, got caught on the apron.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just saw that.
Oh, that headbutt was wicked. Oh, they're doing the old Glasgow kiss. Give us a kiss, latte.
I like that segment.
That was a good segment. No, so you're saying she's not Japanese, or is she like half Japanese?
Now, if this was Dynamite, they'd start making out for no reason.
Yeah, she's half Japanese. I knew she wasn't full Japanese, but
they're both holding the belt, but there's two of them and only one belt.
They can split it in two. They did it before.
One of my favorite of all time.
What was it, Jericho in China?
No. When Layla and Michelle McCool broke the title, so they shared it, and Loki was their pet. Said she
have no honor here.
Stephanie Vaquer was looking like Daphne for a second there.
I know.
She did kind of look like Daphne.
Nice little tribute.
Power Queen. Yeah.
Miss Daphne.
I do too. She was a special talent.
She was one of the main reasons I watched WCW in 1999, actually.
She's fantastic. And
I
alongside another fantastic performer who I've heard through the grapevine we might be having on the show sometime in the near future.
David Flair?
Not David Flair. So, let's just let that one simmer for a minute. Craig Churchill for $5 Canadian says Tony Khan could learn a thing or two from Lorne Michaels. If SNL runs long, he'll cut content to fit the time, not add 10 minutes to the end of the show. Well, yeah, that's it's the overrun. That's how they game the system, man. Except now it doesn't work anymore. Now it works to their detriment.
It's YouTube TV's fault that they don't get the show when they're supposed to.
Oh, I hate him so much.
Get a load of Lexus King and his awesome sideburns. You guys get to see that?
I do love me some Lexus King.
I do, dude. Someone said it a couple days ago, and I 100% agree. Like, say whatever you want about that guy. When you see him, you know he's a pro wrestler. He's done exactly what he had to do to overcome that size thing, to where you look at him and you know from a mile away that guy, he's either a pro wrestler or a SoundCloud rapper. There's no other option with his look.
Ohio.
And you wouldn't normally like just assume that he is the son of Brian Pillman because they don't look very much alike from what I've seen. No. But all right, well, we're at commercial break. You know what that means. It's time for the Mone Mag.
Let's get this over with.
You
keep this
also
going.
improve as a performer, like I said, learning more of what is required to succeed, becoming educated on how the soup gets made, so to speak, is just empowering overall, opening more career possibilities. One note to fellow talent, just don't get in the way. Remember, people in these vital positions have a job to do. Oh my God. And look, there she is in production, and look who she's with.
I don't know how you got in here. I don't know why they keep letting you in. But all right, let's have it, pal.
Get out. Behind the scenes with Vince McMahon. Speaking of behind the scenes, not to mention one of the most talked about people in wrestling these past few weeks. I don't know why, but like everyone's talking about Vince. So I just assume it's because of a good thing. So I'm going to speak overwhelmingly positive about him and assume that all the AEW fans are going to be super stoked about that. After every TV performance, all the talent would always go up to Vince, shake his hand, and thank him for the TV time. And then sometimes he'd hug you. Oh, he was such a hugger, that Vince. He really liked to hug. Sometimes the hugs are really long, and that just means he really liked your match. You should see how long he hugged The Undertaker.
I just want to make sure there's my investments came through okay. Just press them up against me.
What are you doing later?
Vince McMahon, criticisms and praise. There have been many moments in these post-match exchanges when Vince would criticize me, and many more when he would say he loved my performance. As far as the criticisms, was he always right? No, of course not. There's nothing about me to criticize. Back then, the boss didn't think so, but as the CEO, a leader, not just a boss, I'm sure some were accurate. Not all, but some. He's the genius and reason we all have the level of fame, money, and success we all do. It is a bold claim in 2024 to go out on a limb for Vince McMahon the way she's doing right here. By the way, the boss and the CEO are two completely different people, apparently. Is it like Hulk Hogan and Terry Bollea?
Apparently.
The time the boss.
That's Terry. I only got 4.5 tops. But as the Hulk, brother.
That's the Hulkster.
That's the Hulkster, brother.
It's a kickstand, brother.
I'm walking around with a Stanley, brother, if you know what I mean. No.
Oh my goodness!
I got that reference.
The time the boss criticized Vince. This should probably be a Moné memory, but while we're on the subject of TV tapings behind the scenes and Vince McMahon, I remember one time I had a storyline and a match with Nia Jax. During the match, I don't remember much because she concussed me during that match, but during the match, Vince accidentally called over the headset for the referee to ring the bell. And it was way too early and we were confused, but we played along. And I don't, this is the shit, and I don't mean it in a good way.
I don't want that on her head. Get that out of here.
When I got backstage, I remember going to Triple H and being like, what the hell happened? And he explained that it was an accident and playfully told me to go confront Vince. Yeah, go confront Vince. That'll go over real well for you. Tell him what a bad job he's doing. So I did. Vince admitted he was wrong and shared a laugh about it. Weirdly enough, I dropped the title the next week.
Yeah, right.
All right, NXT is back, so it's time to take a little break from Mercedes. Oh my god.
Was this before or after she sent up that tweet when she replied to a fan who said, "Let Sasha run," and she responded, "Someone tell Vince that."
Oh my god.
So we got Obafemi. Obafemi.
Yes.
Is that how you pronounce his name? Obafemi? Did I get that right?
I don't know. I usually count on you for this stuff.
I am terrible at pronouncing everything. I don't know how you haven't realized that yet.
Especially black
John
people's
JID
names.
999 for 199. Power to the 199 says NXT got Julia and Vacker. AEW got the Costco guys. Boom.
Femi. That's what I said. He said Femi.
It's Obafema.
FEMA.
Milwaukee for $5 Canadian said, after last week, I was worried that HBK didn't get the memo that Julia was someone they'd hyped up as a big deal. This was better. Oh, I never doubt HB Cookout. Alejandro Melendez for $1.99 says Sexy Red makes Cardi B look like Whitney Houston.
Oh my gosh.
That is a statement and a half. Wow. I love it.
It really depends on which Whitney Houston we're talking about.
Right. Are we talking
Are we talking Bobby and Whitney, or are we talking Bodyguard Whitney?
Yeah, are we talking I want to dance with somebody?
Okay, so we have a decision to make here in about 9 minutes. Let me.
Okay.
Who's going over to AEW?
Who's going over to AEW, and for how? Well, you know, we got to figure out. Do we want one of us to go over for a half hour?
I will go over. Or? I will go over to AEW.
Are you just going to stick there at that point?
I guess I might as well.
I already have it on behind me, so
yeah,
I intend to watch both. I'm not abandoning my. So
I will.
Yeah,
I decide.
Okay. This leaves you two. Then you two go. Me and Awful will stay here. You know, since you guys are so easy doing it.
All over I look to the left. It's Raw. I look to the right. It's Nitro.
Yeah. except it's nowhere near as good as either of those things.
All right.
Let's see. CWJ 128 for $2. Jack Perry is 10 months older than Obafemi.
Wow.
I don't know about that.
There's no way.
No, wasn't there something about Obafemi's birth certificate when he came in? I remember something where they were saying that they announced him at 24, and then Dave Meltzer or somebody came out and said, actually, he's 26, and they used a fake birth certificate to get him to,
what's his name? Barack Obama?
I'm just saying, show me the birth certificate.
Yeah.
By the way, this here is Spencer McCooley, the editor-in-chief of Bounding Into Comics, saying this is the first time I've ever seen Kevin wear a proper shirt, not a tank. I believe this is a complaint from him. So we should file that, and he's a VIP. He's editor-in-chief of Bounding Into Comics. So
Obafemi, he's not from here. Big guy, but no. Show me the birth certificate.
Big guy, huge
guy.
Bobby.
He's
Lindsay.
guilty.
He reminds me of Bobby Lindsay.
Lock him up.
They're not sending their best.
Not Bobby Lindsay. He's one of the good ones. We love Bobby Lindsay here, don't we, folks?
Who doesn't?
He's the biggest black guy you've ever seen in your life. And I've seen them all. No
one knows who that is, sir. No one knows who Bobby Lindsay is.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't love Bobby Lindsay? I don't know. He sounds like a perfectly nice guy. But
by the way, do you remember who was supposed to be Trump's wrestler before it was Lashley?
God.
This is reported in said person's 8th autobiography. It was supposed to be Mick Foley.
Oh, I don't believe that at all.
No, I don't believe it.
Could you imagine if it was like the way he would never stop apologizing for it now with how Mick Foley is?
Right. But you know what? Mick Foley versus Umaga would not have been a bad match as far as a spectacle.
Mick Foley at that point in time. Oh.
Well, and then Mick threw a fit at the Hall of Fame when Trump's induction got put on TV and his didn't. I think he had a point. But then he also threw a fit because he wanted Santa Claus's sleigh to come down from the ceiling of Madison Square Garden. He wanted to fly off in it. And Vince was like, how about Santa Claus walks off and walks on, gives you a hug, and you walk out together? Like, I'll take it.
Man, I don't think the Foley thing is true, but I really want it to be true because I'm picturing in my mind something.
I heard him say it.
They're showing Donald Trump pictures of wrestlers, and they go, "How about this one?" He goes, "No." He just immediately.
Is that a man, or is that a bag of Play-Doh?
I don't know. They show me pictures of men and they show me pictures of Play-Doh all the time. I don't know, folks. I don't know.
I don't like hand-made cream cheese, let alone one with a beard. What is this?
John Williams for $1.99 says, that's not Bobby Lindsay. That's Tony Atlas.
Patches be grabbing up on it.
John JIT 999 for $1.99. I was on a plane with Oba. He told me about Kamala. He told me, folks. He said that Kamala, bad news, always coming out with his man Friday, kimchi. I don't know who this Friday is, but I can only assume it's a liberal Democrat.
Very sad. Lost his foot.
Very sad. Very sad. Kamala Harris lost her foot. We wish her well. We wish her well, don't we, folks?
Many such cases.
I don't know what it is with Kamala. He says he's never been slammed. I've seen Andre slam him like 457 times. It was in Memphis. Can't be trusted.
I'm just saying
Not
there's
good.
lots of evidence out there, folks. You have to just look for it. You just have to look for it.
I was in a room when Kamala called to tell a friend of
That's
ours
in Springfield.
about how he was going to lose his foot, and I was shocked to hear his real voice.
Yeah,
That sweet man.
I met him at a convention one time, and he was just the nicest human being of all time. No, he's not, folks. No, he's
Very
not.
sad. Heard he died. Don't know how he's running for president. Very sad.
I'm just saying they're letting the dead people vote, and now apparently they're letting them run for president.
It's from Uganda. Wear the mask.
I went to WrestleZone.
She's not Ugandan, and she's not a giant. What is she?
Calls herself Kamala. Doesn't even wear a mask. Kimchi.
One week she's Ugandan.
The other week she's calling herself Sugar Bear. I don't know what's happening, folks. I
doing
don't know.
stand-up comedy. Loser.
Hot sauce in her purse.
When she was claiming that she was a middle-class girl with a family where they were painting the house. Apparently, she was also in Memphis, causing a big stir, folks.
Bowling with Gene Okerlund. I saw it. I saw it myself.
I was there.
I have
Pamela Kimchi and Montel Williams.
I have it on good authority that down in Louisiana, she attacked a junkyard dog, folks. They're eating the dogs in Louisiana, the junkyard dogs.
This is the rest of the show, guys. This is the rest of the show.
This is the show.
Yeah, right.
This is just the show. Trump thinking that Kamala is Kamala, the Ugandan giant. That's the whole show now. Rabbit Wolverines LC Killer 17 for $2 says glom gold. Well, asking that
Glom gold.
Oh my god.
I'm dying. This is so good.
Yeah, doing funny voices. Joe Punches $4.99 says, side note, is Kevin Apollo working for the Maronis? Does he have the patty formula? This is not Plankton. Good night. Does he have the Krabby Patty formula, Krabs? Oh, hey, that's a new one. That's a new one. I can apparently do Plankton. I have these 2 ice cream cones, but I only need 1.
Okay. Well, I'm turning on AEW, guys.
Oh yeah, I guess I got to do that, don't I?
Oh, is it that time?
Big Bang Theory's still on. You've got time.
Yeah, you don't have
I'll
to.
give you part
You
of
still
that
got
lead-in.
5 more
You gotta
minutes.
be part of that lead-in.
By the
Right.
way,
Big Bang Theory also the lead-in tonight for NXT. Did
Me
you notice
too.
that?
Yeah, right?
At least in the New York market.
In my market.
Yes, it's by the way, it is 9:00 and Big Bang Theory is still up. We're getting like the last minute of Big Bang, so they're doing the thing.
So this is where the big drop-off is happening right now. Hundreds
Yeah.
of thousands of people are turning off their remotes en masse.
They really want to get in this last joke with Leonard and the lady from the HR in the college. MJG for $4.99 says, speaking of lots of evidence, how about the cons involved in so many businesses with allegations of mistreatment of women and unsafe workplaces? I had not heard about that.
Yeah,
I'd love to hear more of it.
The Black News Network. There was a
that one I heard of. That one I heard of.
And the Jaguars recently, with all their problems they've been having with their own flight from hell.
Why would a Pakistani guy be like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start the Black News Network.
I heard a Pakistani guy owns that Black News Network. I can't do Trump.
I'm just saying, folks, they say it's a Black News Network, but it's Pakistani. Some might say Indian. Are they Indian? Are they Pakistani? I don't know, folks. It all depends on what town they're in.
The Arab slave trade.
I'm trying to listen to
John Moxley.
This speech. I'm
turning captions on.
If ChatGPT can put it back in the original German.
It really loses something in the translation.
I didn't even put it together. I've seen people now saying that like the whole romper stopper thing is because they're going to Australia and that was an Australian movie, and I didn't even put that together, but that's a pretty dumb reason to do a white supremacist angle.
Wait, was that me?
So what's going on Dynamite right now?
John Moxley is sitting in front of the camera and talking about something. I don't know. I can't hear what he's saying.
Okay.
He's talking.
I wonder if it's library quiet.
He says that Bryan Danielson doesn't understand the dark side and blah, 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 blah.
He doesn't know the power of the dark side.
There was once a man named Darth Plagueis.
I haven't told you the tragedy of... hold on, it's not on here. Hold on, I gotta switch over to Tooney Town TV for a second for the brand here to play.
If you only knew the power of one, the power of two, the power of many.
No! Something about Daniel Bryan controlling all the banks. I don't know what's happening right now.
I don't.
He's just, I mean, I see a lot of there's a lot of Palpatine in this promo, definitely, but he's also just carrying Cross, really. Right now. I mean, that's what Karrion Kross does all the time. He tries to get people to see the dark side of everything, and that's what he's saying he's doing with Bryan Danielson, apparently. So,
oh no, it's this Saturday.
This Rocky 3 reboot is way more interesting than this awful promo.
Wait, what's Saturday?
Wrestle Dream.
No, it's not.
It says this Saturday, live on pay-per-view.
Well, what are you guys going to do?
We're going to have to go live during it, as long as I have power in my house and the hurricane hasn't killed me, which now
I'm cheering for the hurricane all of a sudden.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going out and doing it right now.
I'm cheering for the hurricane.
Going. Let's go. Let's come on. We can control the weather. Let's do something right for once. Let's put that hurricane.
If I have no power, Dis, you're still hosting it.
I wanted to go over Wrestle Dream. I'm not talking about you.
Is Wrestle Dream influence?
No, Moose. Mox hates the Danielsons. Just the Danielsons.
Meanwhile, on NXT, Obafemi and D'Angelo are still going at it.
Oh my gosh! No, really? What? Okay, wait a second. What time is it? We are 4 minutes into the show, and we are still on a blank background with the dude talking to us.
Yeah, now it's Danielson screaming at the he's instead of doing a face-to-face promo, Moxley did a promo, and now Danielson's screaming at a camera.
Backstage.
Yeah, and I just heard Excalibur, and my night is ruined.
It's live. In the corner, they put live as if this is actually live. Come on, people.
Is it not live?
This is a pre-tape. You're telling me this isn't a pre-tape promo from Danielson? You think he's doing this live to the camera for no reason?
Oh, yeah. Was the live there when Danielson was talking? Because I'm looking at Darby Allin right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I don't
Oh, my God. They're bringing out all the stars for Dynamite.
Why is this the first thing I have to see? I don't want to see the goth lesbian in her face.
Obafemi about to put D'Angelo through an announce table. There's excitement over here.
I want to watch the men fight.
Yes.
Not only is it.
Obafemi goes through.
Not only am I looking at.
Oh my
Darby,
God! I gotta watch
a Darby promo.
Brody King. Oh, what did I do?
So, I just want to point out, by the way, WWE at the top of the hour, when their competition is coming on the air, put out Obafemi, whatever. I'm so bad at names. They put him out there.
Just call him Boba Fett.
Okay, the first 3 people in AEW are pasty white males. I'm just gonna say that.
I mean, hasn't that
Triple
been
H kicked us off at the cookout, so well, Sean did, I should say.
Press conference. Hey, Paul, why do you hate black people? I don't see color. That wasn't a black person. Answer. Meanwhile, on Dynamite.
Wow, D'Angelo just beat Obafemi for the North American Heavyweight Championship.
Really? Obafemi's held up.
A shocking ending.
I thought Booker T had it for long enough.
You can't do Rocky 3. Have him be scared and then not have him win.
Yeah.
Andre Adams.
Go ahead.
Andre Adams for $4.99 says, rumor has it that Mox participated in a hardcore baby oil on a pole match at a Diddy party. Oh boy.
Oh, don't touch that one.
Nope. Not touching it, but it was good. It was good. It was a good one.
Hey, no party like a Diddy party, and a Diddy party don't stop.
It certainly don't.
My gosh. Darby Allin looks like a child.
Look at the lips in Darby Allin's shoes, by the way. When they go to another wide shot, look at his shoes. There's like 2 inches of lift on those shoes.
He's wearing Herman Munster shoes.
He really is.
And he's going to win the AEW title. I guarantee in the next year he's going to be champion.
Oh yeah.
Look at this.
Who gets it first, him or the mascot?
Him.
Somebody's saying Ava is ratings. Is Ava out there now?
Oh, Pebbles.
Yeah. I'm suddenly glad I'm Darby Allin.
All right, so now we're getting a fight between Jada Parker and Lola Vice.
Miss Parker. Ooh.
Oh yeah, I hear you, Kev.
Oh God!
I assume she delivered. I'm assuming she delivered that in her normal, animated fashion.
She's gotten a little bit better.
Guys,
wait, what morning talk shows is Darby Allin doing? Because if he's actually being sent to morning talk shows, that's a problem.
Guys, guess what? Darby Allin got Brody King hired, and Tony Khan is such a good guy. He saved them both, and they take it for granted. They take Tony Khan for granted, guys.
Darby Allin is cutting this promo again.
Yes.
Again.
Yes.
Nikita Lyons is back. If anybody cares,
I do care.
I do like her. John Williams for $4.99 says Triple H is being honest about not seeing color. He sees people based off of who he has or has not buried yet.
Right.
That's right. One list is very long and one is very short.
They're all darker when they're in the ground. That's all that matters to Triple H.
They're all the same color when I pin them.
Hey guys, guess what? Brody King doesn't take for granted. He cares that Tony Khan gave him an opportunity. It's so boring. God, come on.
Oh my God. Why is Darby now? Darby is sitting in the corner now.
All right, enough about Dynamite. It's Austin Theory and Grayson Waller coming down to the ring. They look like they're about to wrestle for the NXT Championship,
right?
NXT Tag Team Championship.
But Darby Allin just slapped Brody King and then got beat up with one shot.
Oh, you're way ahead of me.
Is every feud in AEW? Does every feud in AEW have to be about who loves AEW more? Is that every feud in AEW?
He hits him with a rock. Watch the way he hits him with the rock. Watch how bad this shot looks. It looks ridiculously terrible. He hit him with a rock, and now Brody King is spitting blood all over the place while security runs into the ring.
Okay, Kev, you're a big man. You're a professional wrestler, and I'm sure you've also been in a couple fights in your life, correct? I'm assuming. Okay. If a guy comes up to you and his left hand is in his pocket, are you just gonna punch him with your right hand, or are you gonna do something about that left hand that's in his pocket?
Oh, that left hand is not seeing an ounce of daylight.
Okay, thank you. Darby Allin walked to him, put his left hand in his pocket, and left it there as he got in his face before Brody King slapped him. That would never.
You have to be like a born yesterday level moron to allow that to happen.
Did this feud really need blood?
No.
Like, we just saw blood used so expertly in the Hell in a Cell.
Listen,
Jake Roberts on my TV screen, though, which I like that.
Oh, hey. In the chat, Jam Flow Man, Matt, you got it. Yep, it's exactly right. Tony just booked David versus Goliath literally in the middle of the ring
with the stone. Oh my god,
with the stone, he literally did David versus Goliath.
Oh man, they just ruined Jake Roberts being on my TV with putting Don Callis on my TV.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say Tony Khan just ruined the Bible for me. Jeez.
I just happened to see an awesome Huggies commercial.
There's a Huggies commercial. I got Bobby Mandel.
Yeah, Bobby Mandel. Howie Mandel.
Bobby.
Wait, so instead of a Jake the Snake promo, we're getting a Don Callis promo where Jake the Snake shook his hand and said 2 words.
Well, so is Hoyt a part of the Callis family?
I know he's with Jake Roberts, and I think Callis is trying to get him.
He's taking Lance Archer.
He just said it. Okay, so
I think that's them writing Jake Roberts off TV.
Probably.
Oh, apparently they got a trade.
I like Don Callis as a performer. I think he's really good. I agree. And I think that, yeah,
I liked him in ECW with the network.
He's not doing squat right now in AEW. Just so you know.
No, he's coasting. But he is definitely like, and this, I mean this in a good way. He is like Walmart Paul Heyman. You know,
yes.
In a good way, in the best way possible.
There's a good way to be Walmart Paul Heyman.
I'm still trying to figure that one out.
He's great value Paul Heyman.
You know why? Because great value Paul Heyman is still better than top of the line, half of the other people in the world. Like if you can be a level below Paul Heyman, you're still better than a lot of people that are considered at the top of their game. So.
He's several levels below.
JPS for $5. AEW couldn't get The Rock, but they can get A-Rock. A-Rock is all elite.
Hey, oh.
Tyler Galansky for $4.99. Nikita and Lola, the true melons and cake of the NXT picnic.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Hey Marv, you should pop up some of the Costco guys. Look at AEW's newest signing.
I've seen enough. I've seen enough. I did not care for what I saw. Therefore, I did not.
The dad's murderous eyes and the son's hidden fear.
Jeez. I'll be right back. Dookie Doo is crying.
I feel so sorry for that kid. I feel so.
Is he watching AEW too?
Oh.
Properly promoted for the $5 super chat. Thank you very much, man. If you meant to type something in there, okay, I saw that you just posted something else, so I'm gonna put that up. As your super chat, damn shame. Best guy on the NXT roster losing to one of the worst gimmicks in wrestling, dropping the title on a damn roll up. Good grief. I don't disagree. But then again, maybe Oba's dropping the belt because they've got something bigger planned for him. Maybe he's getting a call up. I don't know.
I'm guessing he's not long for NXT or he might. I mean, it kind of depends on Trick. Like honestly, I don't think Trick. I think Oba's ready more than Trick.
Yeah. It's also too. He's a giant and he's heel, so it's just a little easier for him.
Quick, Sean, I need some YBT on my show stat. What? Young black talent. Young Booker T's. Young Booker T's YBT.
They're calling me racist on Twitter. I need to change everything about what I do.
One of them got through the force field at the press scrum.
Because you ain't got no wrist, Jack.
So right now, Lash LaRue towers over Jade Cargill when they were doing a promo backstage.
It's Lash Legend. Lash LaRue is a
Lash
Cajun
LaRue?
wrestler.
Lash Legend. I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought you were saying that on purpose.
I was about to be like, what is going on over there? I should switch back.
Bandit Talk on TV.
But yeah, Lash Legend is gigantic. She really did tower over Jade Cargill.
Oh, James
Lash
Murray
Legend.
is arriving at the arena from Impractical Jokers. I guess maybe they agreed on a contract, or are they going to let him steamroll more of the roster before he goes to NXT?
Oh man, I just want to see
Oh,
general
Murr.
direction.
Murr's on.
Yeah, Murr. Yeah, Murr walked up wearing a biker vest. Oh my god, no
He just
bike
came
in
from
sight.
The Blue Oyster Club.
Oh, Jeff Jarrett on commentary.
Only men of a certain age will get that one.
Sean, did you see the BWI 500?
Did you see
The
the
Black
meme?
500?
Jarrett's out there. That means Magnum Soy Latte is coming.
Oh, is that what that means?
Oh,
I know Taz is out because Taz is having like surgery or something.
we got to get my kid out of here. I don't care what you do.
Wouldn't it be like the worst thing ever though if Tony added injury time onto Taz's contract?
That's what I said. So last week, after Tony signed the big deal, which we haven't really talked about at all, but after they signed their big new television deal, immediately two AEW wrestlers got injured. So my guess is that they saw that happen, and they saw that they could get paid while injured, and then extend their contract afterwards, and said, "Screw it, I'm diving off the ladder. Take it." Do whatever you want.
Might as well. Hologram is coming out now.
Oh
Holds
my gosh.
AEW's longest active winning streak at 13-0.
Have you had the privilege of seeing Hologram yet, Marv?
Very briefly.
So you haven't seen a match?
No.
Oh, enjoy.
Wait, so where's Jem and the rest of the holograms?
Oh man. Hologram is something else. He is literally his Sin Cara. This is from head to toe. This is Tony Khan's Sin Cara.
He's the preset creator character on any sort of wrestling game.
We have a Sin Cara at home.
Yeah, this is. They have the real Sin Cara, mind you. They had him for a long time.
Is he just really small?
Yes.
But he's flippity.
And he's going up against Commander.
You see.
Well, on the NXT. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good.
No, I was saying on the NXT side, there is Austin Theory and Grayson Waller versus Axiom and some long-haired fellow.
Here we go. I will compare and contrast right now. Axiom is definitively better than Hologram. Okay.
Yeah, they kind of do look alike.
Axiom, I like Axiom. Axiom is he's a fun little wrestler. I love his story.
I hate the look of his mask.
I don't like his mask. It looks very generic, but I do appreciate he's a slower paced luchador. He's not even really a luchador, actually. He's from Spain. And he's
it's all the same thing, isn't it?
Right.
But it's pretty cool because he's from Spain, so they got Mexican wrestling. So he grew up on Rey Mysterio, and that's why he became a wrestler. It's neat. It's neat.
You think anybody on Twitter is going to complain about the Hispanic Heritage Month logo up during this lucha match?
Right.
They did. Remember when WWE did the match during Black History Month? I can't remember. It was two black wrestlers, and it was sponsored by like Colt 45 or something like that.
What sort of racist imagination do you have, Dis? That never happened.
Kev just said it was Popeyes. It was Popeyes. I'm not crazy.
Colt 45. He had to get that little dig in, didn't he?
He's not having a racist fever dream.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
I was close.
Who else? Night Train?
John JID for $1.99 says TK used Mystico so poorly, but he pushes hologram. And Liga J81 for $2 says luchadors are awful as Booker T. He thinks they're all the same. Oh my goodness. Oh, God,
why do the okay? I saw there were a whole bunch of people that were going on about the ninja pose and how cool it is. It's not cool when you do it every freaking match. Jeez, does this need the ninja pose? Is this that
the
dramatic?
ninja pose? The ninja pose was cool when RVD and Jerry Lynn did it.
Yeah, we are 30 seconds into a luchador match that 90% of the people don't know who the people involved in it. Do we need the lucha pose already? I mean, the ninja pose already.
Is this match going through a break?
Is that the 3-point stance move?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, look,
the Spider-Man. Okay.
Suicide dive that badly. Look at him. He almost breaks his neck.
Because it doesn't. Here's the thing about hologram. It's a cheat code. He just spins around his opponent 2 more times than everyone else, and that's why people think he's better. If you watch, whenever he does those like spinning DDTs or anything.
And look at the ref. Look who's calling the action. The one and only
Andrew Bayada.
He's striking a pose.
What? Yes, yeah. Brandon Thurston calling the action here tonight.
Calling the action tonight.
I'd watch that. I don't care.
Well, NXT is in a commercial right now.
They just tried to do something really weird, and I'm like, I have no idea what I just looked at.
I'll tell you what. I'm watching it now.
Oh my God! What is happening here? What is happening?
What is happening? Tell us, damn it!
I don't know. They're doing some they're doing weird submission moves and weird ways of getting into it. And
they tried a weird roll through thing, and it just didn't work.
Yeah,
no, not at all.
I forgot.
Now they're doing a weird backslide, which I'm like, your legs are hooked together. Why are you in what way is this going to do anything?
Are they doing one of my guilty pleasures, which is like hamming it up to the crowd every 5 seconds?
They're literally just flailing at each other right now. They're
This
just
is more
falling
than
over
the
each other.
Royal Rumble commercial is way more entertaining.
Okay, here let me explain it. This is a good way to explain it to you. Okay, so Hologram went into Commander and he did what was it, a drop toe hold kind of. You know what I mean? It's not even a drop toe hold. What's it? It's Indian like an Indian leg lock. Is that
Indian death lock?
Indian death lock. And he goes back and he crosses his arms as he's going back, and he falls up by his head. And instead
Indigenous people.
Indigenous people lock. Sorry. So he falls back right up next to Commander's head. And instead of grabbing his head for leverage and cinching in the hold, he continues to do the cross arm pose because it's cool. And it drives me insane when I see stuff like that.
Is Spencer still in the chat?
I don't think so.
Oh, I wonder if he was watching the awful DC All-In advertisement.
I saw the DC All-In commercial and thought of him as well.
It's like all these awful things are converging.
I know. I can't believe the thing that I love is now like joining forces with the thing that I hate.
What's that, Marv?
Mercedes Moné Mag.
Yeah, DC Comics and AEW. Well, I mean, I don't love the DC Comics of today. Put it that much.
Right.
You do love Mercedes Moné Mag. Can you put on?
I do. Let's get back
Mag?
to it, actually. The Vince McMahon Netflix documentary.
Oh, God, this.
Well,
I'm going to continue watching NXT, by the way.
If you're watching Dynamite, you'd be begging for this awful.
On to the big white elephant in the room, as in the big Vince McMahon Netflix documentary. As I said last week, I couldn't wait to watch it. Watching all 6 episodes, honestly, I was a little disappointed, and I didn't feel like there was too much more that was new for me. I knew about all the sexual assault. I'll say this, as I watched, I couldn't believe that I got to work for Vince. What a crazy genius he is. By the way, guys, I'm very busy, so I only watched the first 5 episodes or so. So I hope nothing bad happened in the 6th episode that would make me look weird for saying all that. But I'm so glad that I got to work for such a great guy who's such a nice guy and does nothing wrong ever. He created a universe fans have enjoyed for decades and still do. Okay, do you love WWE, Mercedes, or do you hate it? Because based on the interview that you do, that changes.
Wait,
he made wrestling.
Did Mercedes say white elephant in the room?
Yes, she did.
What does that mean?
Well, white elephant is a game that you play at Christmas.
An elephant in the room is something that you can't avoid. But what is a white elephant in the room? Is it a game that you play at Christmas that you can't avoid? Is that what she's talking about?
No, it's like a game that you play at Christmas that is unavoidable.
What hell game is that?
It's when my uncle made me play stocking stuffer.
Justin wouldn't shut up.
No. Was there whiskey on his breath? What's happening?
He made
Justin
wrestling
wouldn't
larger
shut
than
up the
life.
whole time.
He did it all, and he tried it all, and he failed so many times too. When did he fail? Oh, the XFL. Yeah, the XFL bodybuilding. Yeah. Where the business is at today is all because of him and his ideas, and that's what I really liked. Vince and Shane McMahon. The portion where I think many of us were trying to figure out was Vince's relationship with Shane. It seems like a generational cycle waiting for Vince's relationship with his own father. I could see a young man in Shane who just wanted to make his dad proud, and Vince seemed to be with his own father. To see Shane's passion for that, as well as his passion for wrestling, moved me. And by the way, he's coming to AEW.
What did you want?
Here's the next thing. Shane at AEW? Seeing Shane's incredible heart and passion for wrestling makes me think he has a lot of unfinished business. It also makes me think Shane is coming to AEW. Why is there a question mark there? She's actually writing in the way that I'm speaking it. I'm here for it, and I'm sure our roster is too. Yeah, I'm sure all of them can't wait to give up their TV time to a McMahon. Regardless, it just seems like Shane belongs in the wrestling business. I admit, if he doesn't come back to wrestling, it'll make me sad for him. I know what it's like to be removed from what you love and how sad it made me. What were you removed from? When you were hurt? That's not the same. That's not the same thing.
She walked out of what she loved.
Yeah, I know what it.
When walked out, no one asked her to come back.
Yeah, when you're removed from what you love because you don't like what you're doing and you throw a hissy fit about it.
No, she's talking about Star Wars. Is what she's talking about.
Kathleen Kennedy won't take my calls anymore. I imagine he feels the same way. All right, we'll continue with this in a little bit because we got to get back to AEW right now. I don't know which one do you prefer, watching AEW or listening to the Mone Mag?
I'm too busy watching the NXT match. It's pretty damn good.
Okay. LK for $2 says this hologram match is Ospreay Ricochet with masks.
Yeah,
it's true.
I had a conversation with Max about lucha wrestling.
Oh my god, that was terrible.
It's all terrible. No,
sorry.
It's okay. I had a conversation with him about lucha wrestling because it's I understand where it fits in their culture, and I understand that it's different and it's a different style, and I get that. I can't really put my finger on why it just doesn't work for me when translated into our cult. You know what I mean? There are Rey Mysterio can take it and do. Oh my gosh! I just got to the part.
You just got to what I got to. That top rope spot.
Walk the ropes.
That was hideous.
Yeah. When he looked like he was going for a Hurricane Rana and it turned into a power bomb because they both fell.
Yeah. But it's I don't really understand why it doesn't translate well for me, but it just doesn't. And there are guys that can do it and translate it into the type of wrestling that I enjoy. But AEW doesn't try at all. They might mesh a little Japanese style wrestling in there, but they never. It's like they purposely don't want to appeal to an American audience.
That you
on purpose.
You just nailed it. It's on purpose because we
This match went through a break. Sorry.
well, with us being of a certain age, we grew up with ECW and the cruiserweight division. The
Hold on.
Right.
Hold on, Kev. They're reverse ronning each other onto their heads and no selling it. Sorry, go ahead. We grew up with the cruiserweight division.
That's how Osprey and Ricochet wound up last week too. Like I don't.
Oh yeah,
understand.
they were reverse ronnas, wasn't it? So they're literally just doing the same spot.
So AEW mats or pillows. Gotcha.
But they always do all the same spots.
Well, the best
it's
was
always
though
the same
Hologram
spot.
didn't actually
Like,
hit the ground. He landed on top of Commander. This is the sloppiest nonsense. You would not see this in AAA.
No, they'd be booed out of the building.
And this opened the show. This opened the show.
This is a gravy night for me. I'm watching some good stuff.
It's still going on 31 minutes into the show. We're the best wrestle.
Why did they replay that? Why did they replay the reverse Rana that messed up? They replayed it.
They always replay the botches because then maybe you won't think they're botches.
I gotta. After all that, it ended with an airplane spin power bomb thing.
Yes,
I'll give Hologram this. He had surprising upper body strength to not kill Commander, and when he caught him off the top rope there.
Why is Jake the Snake Roberts out here? Please tell me Hologram is not going with Jake the Snake Roberts.
No.
Oh no. Okay. All right. So some guys are in the ring.
Is Jake lost?
Jake's. It's Legends of Wrestling all over again.
Yeah. I don't know where I am right now. Where's Dallas Page?
He's gonna use a snake as a wiener.
Sometimes two with toys.
Oh gosh, but he is this. He is managing the Beast Mortis and these guys.
Is that what he's doing now?
I guess.
Is that what he gave Lance Archer away to Don Callis for?
You know what? Good. I'm okay. You give them a mouthpiece who can actually cut promos while they do. This is the thing about Tony Khan. He'll always have a good idea and then he has no idea how to execute it. Right. So this might be okay if he doesn't completely screw it up, which he will. That's all I'm saying.
The thing is, Jake can cut promos, but he never does. They don't let him.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He's going to screw it up. In concept, this makes sense and it's good. Okay. But it won't work because they don't know how to execute anything. And why is Jake Roberts holding up his fist like white power?
Yeah, I just noticed the
Black
same
power,
thing.
I mean. Sorry.
Plenty of Pixel for $5 says, "Hi, Minecraft Steve." So I think he's talking to you, Des.
Okay. Hi. I waved to him. I saw that earlier.
John JD 999 says, "I like watching the AAA stuff in Mexico, but here, eh." And Hokage 13 for $5 says, "So I missed it. How in the world did Tony D beat Alba?" This awful. You were watching it.
Yeah, it was a roll up.
A roll up.
It was a simple roll up, but the match was okay. I mean, as two big guys can go at it. It was basic match, but it was pretty good. Crowd was into it. I got a question for you guys. Is the crowd into the Dynamite show right now?
I honestly can't really hear it. Mark Briscoe's cutting a promo right now.
Gotcha.
I mean, they weren't into Hologram. I mean, they were into
a Jericho feud.
Yeah, they were into Hologram and Commander when they did something stupid. But
right,
All right. So, what do you guys think? Are they putting the ROH belt back on Jericho?
No,
I think it's happening.
No,
I think it's happening.
It depends.
I don't think he's jobbing to Mark Briscoe a month after he jobbed to Hook.
If they put it on Jericho, it's a sign that they want to get it a contract for TV.
Here comes James Murray. Good old Murr from Impractical Jokers making his way out here. Badass that he is.
Hey, did anybody
he's wearing like a poor man Stone Cold Steve Austin outfit. He's in blue jeans, a white wife beater, and the vest.
Listen, big year.
Did anybody see that video this week of the indie wrestler taking the spike?
Oh yeah.
What was that?
I saw
Like,
one of an indie wrestler in a casket that got lit on fire and he couldn't get out.
Oh no! They had a table or something set up with a spike on it, and the guy kneed it, and the spike went like 4 inches into the guy's chest. Just stabbed him in the
That
chest.
was Tajiri, by the way.
That was
Keep going,
Tajiri?
indie wrestling.
Yep.
No, which one?
No, Yoshihiro.
Are you
Tajiri?
talking about the knee lift right into the chair or right into the table that I guess the guy checked his neck and had the spike in there?
Yeah.
Check it out again. It's Tajiri.
The guy giving the knee is Tajiri, is what I'm asking.
Yes.
Okay, I believe that. Okay, yeah. What is Tajiri doing?
The badass just came out to be like, I just love to be
Finding
out here
work.
with you guys to feel your energy.
It's Sexy Red time, ladies and gentlemen. Sexy Red is in the ring on NXT.
I want to watch Sexy Red. I want to watch Daniel Garcia.
Who's she competing against right now on Dynamite?
They're chanting welcome back. I don't know why. Look, he's even wearing the gold chain like Austin.
She's competing against Dollar General Channing Tatum.
Daniel Garcia also thanking Tony Khan.
Of course. Because everyone has to thank Tony Khan.
You can be back on TV, Tony. Thank you.
He's coming out here to say he resigned.
Yeah. Of course. This is I'm making masturbation
I'm sorry, what?
I'm making the sign for jerking off right now, by the way.
What, with your pants down and your socks around your ankles?
This promo is terrible.
Yes,
terrible.
No, it's him. It's fellatio. That's all it is at this point. It's nothing.
Ethan Page just interrupted Sexy Red.
Sounds so much better.
Why is he paused? Oh my gosh. Oh my God! Stop drawing it out.
Oh my gosh! Something happened. Okay, what's it? Do we have a super chat? Can we go to a super chat?
I don't know. He's literally just staring at the camera.
He's
drawing it out like he's saying he's leaving.
You are like a minute ahead of me, Marv, and I'm freaking out that I'm gonna have to keep watching this. So,
this promo is terrible.
It's not.
I don't know who's got on tighter pants, Sexy Red or Ethan Page.
This is not targeted at anybody. There's no point to this. Does he get to a point? Does somebody's music hit?
No, I'm staying at AEW. I'm staying where the best wrestle.
When somebody comes out like this, what's the point? Do you think you're going to come out and be like, guess what, guys? I'm going to WWE. Bye. See ya.
Yeah,
of course.
They don't want him. I'm sure Meltzer's going to be like, they made him a huge offer and he chose to stay. Because that's par for the course.
So NXT, Ethan Page refused to leave the ring with Sexy Red in the ring until he got his rematch clause. And guess who comes down to the ring? Javon Evans.
Oh, man. That sounds so good. That sounds like great heel work from Ethan Page doing what he should.
He's still talking.
Ethan Page was in this company. Remember that. I just want to point that out.
But I'd also like to point out he's talking, he's pacing, he's looking at the crowd and not the camera. It's everything that I can't stand.
The only wrestler he's mentioned on this so far is Eddie Kingston, who can't wrestle for 6 months. Okay. And this has been going on for like 5 minutes now.
He's out. This is a rah-rah AEW promo. It is a thank you, Tony Khan. We're the best wrestle. Blah, blah, blah. It's I'm here to stay because WWE sucks and AEW is great and blah, blah, blah. And thank you, Tony Khan.
Hey, forget all that. Forget all that, guys. I mean, they got a TV deal. That's the big point. Oh, but by the way, I'm going to see Randy Orton versus Javon Evans right next.
Of course you are.
AEW neckbeard, so $5 Canadian, says I'd have Jake Roberts lead the Whitepool Combat Club. That might give it some hope.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nothing.
But no, Moxley would never let anybody else be the mouthpiece of that.
Wait, okay.
Rabbit Wolverine says Sexy Red is more over than David Garcia. Uncultured Barbarian says Ethan Page interrupting a bad rap performance. Are they trying to get me to like him? Oh, I love that. Anthony J for 5. Love the channel, guys. I'll rewatch it later, but how's the watch along? I'm live for NXT. Well, then you are doing something right, my friend, because Dis and I right now are in hell.
I'm in awe right now. Go ahead.
Wait.
That
Am I watching
was
this
an
for
entire segment. That was an entire segment. They're going to commercial now.
That was it. He didn't do anything. He, on announcing, they said, you know what they said he did? They said that he restored the feeling. That's what they said he did.
No.
Yes, they did.
After
said Daniel Garcia just restored the feeling.
After saying he
of what, gout?
Complain when he loses matches.
He restored the feeling of heartburn. John JID 999 for 199. WWE's putting Sexy Red in the correct spots.
Yep, she didn't do too much. She said a few words. Ethan Page interrupted her. She knew her cues. She knew when to stop dancing. She knew when to shut up. She knew when to dance. Typical stripper stuff, you know.
We are doing this Swerve video package like he's been gone for 6 months.
No, because Daniel Garcia was gone for like 3 weeks, and he was like, "I've been home. I've been off." Like he's back after like a million years.
I like how you guys are getting tortured right now. I love it.
Okay, for everyone in the world that is talking about how, because I've also seen the whole talk about, well, Triple H puts all the ethnicities together in factions. They brought MVP in, had him bring in Shelton Benjamin. He's only talked to Prince Nana, and he's talked about Swerve Strickland. Okay, this is clearly that situation going on right now.
If they had a black ringside reporter, MVP would have been talking to her instead of Renee.
Yes.
Remember when Farouk Assad debuted?
Oh, yeah.
Talk about how much he hated Whitey, but Sonny was his manager.
That was based. I gotta say.
Uncultured Barbarian for $5. How much money do you have to make before we get a Dr. D puppet? I want to see him scare the crap out of Tooney Khan. It's not so much the money, it's more the time. I just don't have the time to make that. I've got like 5 other puppets ahead of him in the pecking order there, but we've seen him scare Tooney Khan. It was in this, I believe, the second episode of Headlock Headlines where he slapped the taste out of his mouth. So it does exist.
I'm sorry. I'm still thinking about Farouk coming out and saying, "Where are the white women at?" in front of
That's a great professional wrestling trope, by the way. You know, always pairing the white woman with the big hulking black guy.
Well, Vince did all the time. Lana.
Yeah.
You know, it happens.
Sometimes there's a divorce afterwards.
Isn't it funny? You know, we didn't point this out on Sunday, or Saturday when the pay-per-view was. But how cool is it that Dom has 2 women now? Like Dom is he's such a pimp. It's just more heel. Like it's awesome.
You know what I find really weird though? Is weird how Miro is constantly in these "I'm a cuck" storylines.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he pitches them? Do you think like he pitches it with like the fervor that Tony Atlas has probably pitched certain angles? And
he probably pitches and catches it.
Look, what's going to happen is you're going to come in here and you're going to step on me with your tootsies, and I'm going to love every bit. I mean, and I'm going to sell it.
You all didn't know Farouk was originally planned for Tony Atlas, but he wouldn't stop pitching deals where Sonny stepped all over him, so they switched around.
Oh, Sonny.
All right, here we go. The main event: Javon Evans versus Randall Orton.
You should not be too happy about that, Awful, because once that main event happens, you're switching over to Dynamite.
Oh, I thought I was just going to blow up my laptop.
Just getting good.
Then Pat showed up and kept pulling on Woody Woodpecker.
My pecker. Grab my pecker.
Yes.
I don't know why I had to play that one, but I felt the need to play it.
This might be our funniest show. This is
definitely our weirdest show.
2 things I don't like about NXT right now. One is the
Black people. That's so, come on, awful.
Wow, awful.
I can't believe that.
Hey, you know what's funny though?
Oh God! Oh, it's her.
Remember when
she's arrived?
Remember when Shane pitched a black wrestler show for BET?
Yeah. Okay, awful. Go ahead. Sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
What was
Mercedes is out. Mercedes is out.
I know
the lighting of the crowd tonight, and I don't like the color. I don't like the chrome scheme of the NXT logo. I'm not a big fan.
Oh, really? I like it.
But it's so metal. Like it's actually metal.
Yeah.
Why does Mercedes always look like
she cannot talk for her life?
She always looks like she's going.
By the way, where the best wrestle just followed a promo with a promo.
Yeah, they did it. Remember they did it earlier with Danielson and Mox too.
Week to week booking.
Man.
Oh my God, cool. It's hacky community theater. That's what it is. She's doing hacky community theater acting.
And she's facing Randy Orton right now.
And now the locker room is giving Daniel Garcia a standing ovation and hugging him as he triumphantly walks down the hall.
What is this? What is this? What is this? I'm sorry. Is it a pep rally? Is that all this is?
The entire crowd is singing along with Randy Orton's theme song.
Well, and Shibata is using Google Translate to cut a promo on Daniel Garcia.
Okay, that's kind of I don't mind that. Awful question.
Yes.
Approximately how many pro NXT promos have been done so far tonight on NXT?
I haven't seen a one.
No, it was one that opened the show.
Okay. Well, there's that one. Okay. There you have it.
Oh, God,
no, there were two. There were two because then there was the women's one that Julia and Stephanie Vaca came out.
Wait, no, that was a pro NXT promo.
That wasn't a pro
NXT
promo.
Oh,
no,
pro NXT pro. I thought you meant promos. Oh no. There was no pro. There were no NXT with the best wrestle promos. No.
Okay, so because we've gotten two already, and it's 47 minutes into AEW.
Wow, talk about desperation.
Oh, Soraya's out.
Oh, Willow.
Oh my God, Willow answer. What is happening?
Skinny White versus Husky Black.
The bell rings for Javon Evans versus Randy Orton.
Every time I think I like Willow, she does the worst thing I've ever seen, and I change my mind.
I'm out here tonight to wrestle while the woman who crippled me makes 8 times more money than me.
That'd be a little more cockney.
What were you saying about Willow?
Randy Orton versus Javon Evans looks like Kevin Apollo versus Awful Wrestling right now. The size difference is incredible.
And here comes Nyla Rose, speaking of size difference.
So, yeah, Kev, what were you saying about Willow?
Powers clip.
Oh, let's watch ourselves in this one, guys. We don't need the wrong kind of publicity.
I defeated Scrooge McDuck! We were on the same team!
We were on the same
in this match. Is this a triple threat for no reason?
I don't know. Now Jamie Hayter's coming out.
Oh, okay.
So maybe it's a 4-way match.
Poor Jamie Hayter.
You know, I'm just going to
Randy Orton's going to make this tall black twig. I'm telling you. He's going to make him tonight.
Yes, yeah. Now that he's being prepped to be the new super baby face. I thought he was tagging with Cedric. Was that just a one and done thing?
Wait, who?
I'm not sure.
Oh, you mean Javon Evans?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was just one and done. I'm not sure though. I think they're buddies. I think, kind of like Trick and Mello were.
Because I was hoping that Cedric had been sent back to NXT.
I think he has. With him and Ashante were both there. So
John Common for $5. Marvin, you're a puppet. Have you seen Let My Puppets Come? There's so many jokes running through my head right now. Most of them I can't say.
Yeah, really.
No, I've not seen whatever that is. If it's
not
school,
that kind of show.
I'll check it out.
In a tissue on a sock.
Yeah.
If you want
Christopher
to
Miller for $2 says, "Who's ready for the triple Lindy into an RKO?"
If you want to escape the Becky Lynch comparisons, why do you bring Jamie Hayter back looking exactly like Becky Lynch doing Becky Lynch's mannerisms?
I thought I could get the man, so we did it. So I need you to dress this way. And no, we're not going to continue any stories from when you got hurt or injured. You're just going to show up.
Is this a 5-woman match? It's a 4-woman. Okay.
I know Willow's big, but it's not that big.
Okay, wait.
Okay, by the way, no, I'm not. I'm not Googling.
No.
Based on what everyone is saying in the chat, I am absolutely not Googling that.
Hold on one second.
Oh my God, Nyla Rose with the most ridiculous looking Hurricane Rana I've ever seen in my life.
I don't care what gender she is, she's terrible. That's all that matters.
Yeah, we're not talking about that aspect of Nyla Rose.
She's awful.
We're just talking about in-ring ability here. That was awful. She's not been able to move since she got in the ring.
She's never been able to move.
Yeah, she's always been awful. She's never been good. Oh, sorry, Willow.
What the hell just happened? Oh, okay.
Willow isn't okay. Explain to me my disconnect with Willow, Kev. I really do have one because
she sucks.
Okay,
there's no disconnect.
She tricks me into thinking she's good. Is it just people gaslighting me on the internet? Is that why I keep Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Here's why. Because before Willow got her job, because Tony needed to show that he actually liked black people, she used to do a podcast with really awful takes, like terrible takes, like she didn't understand the appeal of Shawn Michaels or Bret Hart, like terrible takes. So she would give you crap ass match after crap ass match, but because of a certain element of the IWC needed to put her over because not based off of anything vaguely resembling merit, Tony, we got gaslit having pretend that she is not the drizzle and shits when she is just the drizzle and shits.
Because every time she starts, I'm thinking every time she starts wrestling in my mind, I'm kind of like, maybe this will be good. Okay, Willow's in there, and then I always remember that she's terrible. And I think you could just explain why.
CWJ128 for $2 says, "How much does this match need Rio?" Oh God. No, the one thing that could make it worse.
She would disintegrate.
Yeah. No, it needs. Who's the one that comes out singing the pop song? The Japanese girl,
Mina.
Mina. I don't know.
Right?
Yeah, Mina Shirakawa.
Maki Ito.
Yeah, Maki Ito, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. Colin
They all
Taylor
look
for
alike to me.
$20.
Could be making these names up, and I'd go, okay.
Yeah, whatever.
$20. Tony Khan is booking this women's match like a teenage boy, explaining how he lost his virginity. Every girl he can name, and it's all BS.
I can't wait for Pokemon. I don't know. Whatever. I don't care. I don't care enough to be.
Well, you know what? Thank you again for your second $20 super chat of the evening, Colin Taylor. That gets you a clip.
This world will beat you down, beat you with a stick.
So I just love that clip so much. I love that clip as much as Lisa B hates it. So,
yay! Randy table spot. Remember when Randy killed
I
the
wish I
Bollywood
was
boys
watching
with the table spot?
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Who did he kill with a table spot?
I can't remember which Bollywood boy it was.
Oh God!
I think he threw him too hard, not realizing that he was so small and light. Like he almost.
It's a famous meme now where Randy Orton grimaces after he does it.
Oh, that's where that's from. The Randy Orton.
Yeah.
grimace?
Javon Evans going through the announce table at least 3 times right now, and the announce table will not break.
Meanwhile, they're doing picture in picture on the other channel, and the women are sloppily fighting on the outside of the ring.
5 times through the announce table, didn't break.
is Randy's just having fun watching him bounce off of it.
Yeah, right.
It's like watching.
Javon is earning his stripes tonight.
It's like watching your cat play with a mouse.
Oh my god!
Look, he just wanted to restart the count so he could do it some more.
Right, right.
There's another hour of this.
I actually really hope
an
he
hour
doesn't
of this
lose more
Dynamite
time.
show.
Can't wait to join you.
Oh, he threw him in the ring.
By the way, guys, next week we will be talking about the AEW TV deal. It's just last week it hadn't been announced yet, and then this week we were doing this watch along. So we will be talking about it because we do have a lot to say.
Hell, they might be canceled after this.
We will
There's
talk
been
about
worse.
the cost of living increase.
Oh, good lord. Erica says, Mom, just summon Lisa via rage. That clip plays, and Lisa just stops what she's doing. That MFer, he's playing it again.
This world will beat you down. Beat you with a stick. You stick.
I'm just going to keep playing it. It's going to get longer.
You got to have a 3-hour cut on YouTube.
It's just the weirdest thing to me. Like that, we just caught life happening while the Hulkster was riding his motorcycle through town. Like this guy was just like, they're letting Hulk Hogan make movies now? You can't live in this world anymore. It's not for you.
Somebody pointed out to me on X that WrestleCrap actually did a whole write-up on that years and years ago.
What,
on the
the
dog going
being
into
thrown
the
in?
yeah, they because there was a GIF
Like,
online
says,
of it.
Marv won't play it again. Oh, like hell I won't. Who are you to tell me what I'm...
Will beat you down. Beat you with a stick. You stick.
Upon further reflection, I believe Liga J81 may have been trying to bait me.
Was that man ever arrested, by the way?
Liga J81?
Liger
I
81?
don't know. I don't think so.
Probably.
No, that guy who threw the
I
dog
don't
in
know,
the
I don't know
pond.
his life.
They should
I
give
used
his dog
to
a
not.
bath.
He listened to the show. It's like 9 out of 10 chance that yes, he has been arrested at some point. We're all degenerates around here. I don't know.
You know, you guys assholes. Oh my god. They just did a chair shot to the head on Soraya of all people. But she took it like The Rock. She put her hands straight out. The woman with a neck that is barely holding on. John JID 999, power to the 199 says Javon's back will be so when he
Why
wakes
would
up
you do
tomorrow.
that? I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
go-
Colin Taylor with another $20 says, I wish Vince Russo would have booked this women's match because at least then they'd be fighting for something like stickers, chocolates, or tampons.
Okay, this is a fun exercise. What would be the difference right now if Vince Russo was booking the only thing I'm seeing is one of them would be wearing a tuxedo. That's the only difference that I know.
No, I think it would be a lot. I think it would be a lot more sexualized because that was all Vince Russo ever did.
but
Nyla would be hanging from a chair. Wait, there's
Okay.
another girl now.
It's yet another one. She got to chase the woman that's dressed like old comic book Giganta out of there.
Look at the matches; they're all synced up, bro. Anything can happen.
Oh
Soraya would be a punk rocker because she's from England, right? Obviously.
Yeah, of course. By the way, guys, whenever Tony Khan brings somebody in, like Jim Ross, who knows more than him about producing wrestling, and they try to tell him how to produce wrestling, I think this is how the conversation goes.
Okay, if you want to be a winner, just follow these 3 rules.
I'm already a winner. Nobody tells Flint on Glum Gold what to do. You're fired.
Big news. Javon Evans just beat Randy Orton.
Whoa!
How?
No, I'm joking. Randy Orton won.
That's like, wait, that's not what I'm seeing.
Oh.
What? That'd be like what Randy's superstar rating said, like what, 98? And his has got to be what, like 52?
John comment for $5 panel. This is a great question. What's your favorite celebrity deathmatch fight? Mine was Jewel and Alanis Morissette when Jewel's snaggletooth caught the mat and it was over. I think mine was is it Pamela Anderson and Carmen Electra with the let's see that again?
Yeah.
Let's see that again. Or, I mean, come on. Who didn't love when they did Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Vince McMahon?
Yeah. I love
before we ever got it in WWE, we got Austin McMahon on Celebrity Deathmatch.
I liked Beavis and Butthead. I thought it was a classic one.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Just so you guys know, Randy Orton, Javon Evans was trying to do a corkscrew something from the top rope, and Randy Orton was supposed to give him an RKO, but they botched. So Randy Orton just picked him up, and put another RKO on him for the 3 count.
Cool.
But that was a botch.
Deathmatch fight. What's your favorite celebrity deathmatch fight?
Mine?
Yeah, that's what he's asking.
Damn, it's been so long, and I used to really get into that. I couldn't give you an answer right now, bro.
Oh man, I know that. I really like Gandhi versus Genghis Khan when they like switch temperaments.
Yeah,
and Gandhi just like kills everybody.
NSYNC versus
Gandhi's got
Backstreet
a lot
Boys.
of pent-up aggression for you, Mr. Khan.
NSYNC versus Backstreet Boys was good, where they all exploded, they all died.
What the hell is happening in this match? Is this
We'll find out soon enough. NXT just got off the air.
This is an
both
abstract.
of them.
This is abstract wrestling, Kev. You have to see through what they're doing. Okay.
BT23 for $10. All right.
So I have.
We gotta all make declarations of hatred at the same time.
What is it, Kev?
I don't know. I don't understand what's happening. What was this an elimination? Am I supposed to be pretending I'm supposed to be excited for Willow versus Mariah? I don't.
Again? Didn't they just have that death match last week? Last month? Awful.
Was that them? I thought that was Chris Statlander.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. That was Chris Statlander. And she just walked into this headbutt. You're telling me one headbutt from that blonde twig was enough to take down that thick girl?
She just had a match.
One headbutt?
It's
BT23 for $10. Way I would book Wrestle Dream is have MVP Shelton Swerve come with Lashley and stand down the winner of Mox Bryan title match. Just like Lashley stared down the main event Mafia and TNA, I feel like Mox wins. I don't know. Do you immediately put the WWE hires in the title picture? Because what message does that send? Is just you just want WWE hires again? I don't know.
This tells the truth. None of you are actually stars, and we had to go bring some in.
I mean, it's what's probably it's inevitable, right? I mean, it's a white power group and they're not doing this by accident, people. Like, this is inevitable that this is going to be the feud.
By the way, that was a great headbutt by Mariah May onto Willow.
Jericho in the back with Big Cass.
Poor Big Bill.
So that's Big Cass.
60,000 viewers just tuned out.
That I gotta say, biggest transformation. Like, if Dom didn't exist, the biggest transformation of wrestling would be Big Bill, Big Cass right there, because he's just turned his life around so much. Look how much better shape he's in. Oh yeah, he was in a bad place there for a while, and he lost a bunch of weight and
He's still in a bad place.
Well, he's in AEW.
He's in AEW.
He's standing next to Jericho.
It's better than where he was, I'll say. But yeah,
this October 30 for
$2
$2 says, if I'm dead, it's from dentist externship and study. Oh my goodness, that sounds terrible. And John JD 999 for $199 says Pebbles is so bland there is zero emotion in her eyes, which I believe.
Why are there so many factions? Why is everyone in a faction? The conglomeration,
because that's lazy booking 101. Is just make a million factions. There should only ever be one faction at a time, maybe two, if they're on different shows and never interact with each other.
Well, you can have the heel faction and the face faction.
Well, no, it was okay when you had like Evolution on Raw and JBL's Cabinet on SmackDown.
Yeah, and I get the idea of a face faction temporarily getting together to go against the, like the dudes with attitudes and stuff like that back in the day.
Dudes with tudes. The dudes with tudes.
Why are we? What? How is Chris? Okay.
No, Alyssa's going to be happy. Jay White's out.
I like Jay White. Jay White, Juice Robinson, Guns. That whole group is the best thing about AEW. The Bang Bang Gang, easily. I never thought I'd like the Guns. That tag team, I was so down on them for a long time, but they're actually really good.
Well, I mean, Billy Gunn, what are you going to do?
I know
he's really good. So
all four of these guys. Well, I mean, there's only two on screen, but you know what I mean. The entire faction deserves better than.
Awful. Have you switched over?
I have unfortunately switched over. That's why I'm remaining quiet. I just see so many things wrong with this program in just the 30 seconds that I tuned in.
Okay, because all I've seen is Jay White. Yeah, I'm just seeing Jay White and Juice Robinson.
There's nothing wrong with Jay White and currently in the ring, Cody
All
Chun.
right.
Okay, there's who's that? Who's in the ring?
His name is Cody Chun.
So, okay, wait a second. No, Awful's 100% right. Awful is 100% right. You have right now the opportunity to get every single person who is watching NXT who just flipped over out of curiosity the other thing to possibly stick around, and you're putting on a jobber match.
Now you're talking my language. This is what I'm talking about.
You're 100% right.
I turned over to the other channel. I turned over to this, and there's no ballyhoo, no pomp and circumstance, just guys walking down to the ring.
People would, if you're a casual NXT fan, you would absolutely believe that he's Dante Chin right now, or at least a ripoff of Dante Chin. This jobber.
Who is Dante Chin?
He, he's the one. He has no chin. It's ironic.
But Barbarian for $5 says Tony can't book women, and Tripp has turned Nia from Bacharella into Queen Kong Bundy. She needs to start squashing jobbers while demanding 5 counts. That would be. Why don't we just say somebody needed to start doing the 5 count gimmick again? You guys said that somebody was doing it and Bundy got really mad.
Yeah, Big E.
Yeah,
talking about.
He was mad at Big E.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, I don't think King Kong Bundy's got a problem with it now, does he?
No. Look, if anyone could allow bitterness to bring them back from the grave, it's King Kong Bundy.
I didn't realize he wasn't in the Hall of Fame.
That man was angry.
I didn't realize he wasn't in the Hall of Fame. That seems like an oversight.
It is. It's the definite guy main evented at WrestleMania. It's yes, arguably the worst WrestleMania of them all. But it's still main evented at WrestleMania.
I don't think
WrestleMania 4 would like to have a word with you.
I love WrestleMania 4
is fantastic. You shut your whore mouth.
Yes, stop that right now. I will have no WrestleMania 4 bashing on this show.
The WrestleMania 8, 9, and 10 would like to have a word with you.
I don't think 8 is terrible. 9 and 10 are 9, 10, and 11 are terrible.
10 had the ladder match, which is better than the entire card of WrestleMania 2.
8 had Brett and Roddy. It had Flair and Savage. I like 8. I like 8.
9. Say what you want about 9, but at least the atmosphere was fun. Okay.
At least you got Bobby Heenan riding a camel backwards. So
yeah, exactly. And you got goofy stuff like Hogan, and there was a banger of a match with the headbangers, not the headbangers, head shrinkers and Steiners too on that card.
There's nothing anybody really remembers from WrestleMania 2 though. Other than George the Animal Steel and Macho.
George the Animal Steel and the Bears match and
the Battle Royal.
Yeah, the Battle Royal, the Bears match, and then the cage match. I think are the only. Oh, Piper versus Mr. T.
Yeah, but that was barely a match.
Yeah,
where did Awful go? I think Awful got so disgusted that he just
Awful quit. We just watched Awful quit.
he watched Jay White's friend here lift his leg like a dog to pee on the jobber in the middle of the ring, and he was like, "I'm done."
Wow, Mr. G is still alive and doing weather.
Wow. Mr. G, really?
Wow.
Oh my God, Mr. G was doing weather when I was in middle school.
Where'd Awful go? I miss him. I was yelling at him and he left.
BT23 for $5. Hopefully the MVP faction is better than the one he had in TNA, the Beatdown Crew, which also had Lashley in it.
I like Beatdown Crew.
Beatdown Crew was cool.
Yeah,
I was about to say, I hope they bring in Kenny King.
Yeah. Well, I don't understand why he isn't there.
My Instagram friend.
There's Awful. We thought you quit when the other guy lifted his leg to pee on the jobber like a dog.
I destroyed Awful so much in that WrestleMania 2 argument that he left.
He just left.
No, I'm back. I don't know what happened there.
Neckbeard wants to know who Mr. G is. He was a weatherman in the tri-state area. So yeah, he does he still look the same? Does he still have like the big black hair and everything? Or like
Well, it's gray. Like he looks the same, just old. Like mummified.
Remember him back from your Boston days.
Yeah. The tri-state area for all you Canadians is Pennsylvania, Delaware, New Jersey.
The entire tri-state area.
I didn't know what that was.
That you didn't know what the tri-state area was?
Or if you're from Missouri.
Yeah, the tri-state area for me is Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Missouri. Okay.
No one calls it the tri-state area. My God, is Jay White still talking? Why does every AEW wrestler they talk for a million years? They can't stand still while talking. They have to have the happy feet. Yep. They have to wander around the ring. None of it is directed into the camera.
Happy feet.
They don't need developmental, Marv. Don't you understand? These are professionals. They learn as they go. That's what Tony said. They don't need developmental. They all
touch the ropes, which is like a big WWE no-no. You don't touch the ropes in a promo unless you're Kevin Nash.
I wonder if he learned his marks from Mercedes Moné and how they have production meetings and all that other crap.
Do it.
Yeah, you can. You're gonna have
Why
to.
does Jay White have beef with Magnum Soy Latte?
I don't know. Who knows?
Didn't he injure him? Isn't he the one who injured him?
Chef Eddie said, "How is Mr. G now the CEO of Disney by now?" Sometimes weathermen stay weathermen.
So what'd you guys think of that match? Jay White making his wrestling re-debut.
I barely watched it, to be honest.
It's ridiculous. They have this thing. They ruin like Jay White is a talent. Jay White is somebody. The only reason he's not in WWE is because WWE was on hiring freeze. That's the only reason he's not there. Triple H would have gotten him in a heartbeat.
Hook is on the TV. Promo.
The Hook sign.
Promo.
Oh my God! Are we really trying to portray this small child as this tough guy?
Yes.
When you wear your hat over your eyes like that, that's what it means. Yes.
Oh God, here's Christian.
Oh, because Taz. Okay, I'm fine with that.
No, here's the thing. Taz looked like Taz was short, but Taz was thick and looked like he would fight you to the death.
Oh yeah, no, I was just talking about Christian going after Hook because of Taz being injured.
This guy doesn't have a hair on his face right now.
Here's the thing. If and when he goes to NXT, they're dropping the whole tough guy gimmick.
Right.
Oh yeah.
You know what?
They have to.
Hook's gimmick should be an Instagram influencer. That's what Hook's gimmick should be.
It's like he's juvie K-pop. I don't believe this.
He could absolutely be drawing money 100%, and they don't know. And instead, they're trying to make him a street tough guy. Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
Uncultured Barbarian for $2 says, "I go from a hot NXT crowd to a dead AEW one." And John JD 999 says, "I see Hook. I'm going to go eat some cheese cubes."
Like just imagine a world with like Hook and Dom as a undercard face, pretty boy tag team for the girls like that. I know that's something that you should be doing with Hook, but this doesn't. Hook should be in the Rock and Roll Express is all I'm saying.
Yeah. Just because your daddy was a tough guy does not mean you are a tough guy.
Right.
Jamie Earhart for $5 Canadian says, "What grade is Hook in?" He looks like he's in 9th grade. He looks like a freshman in high school.
Yeah, he literally looks like some of my kids' friends, and he's in 6th grade.
Right.
So and we don't let him hang out with them because they're street toughs.
That filthy street urchin out of here.
Yeah.
The other thing was like Taz knew how to mash up his face in a scowl and a grimace that could sour milk. That just gave the look of a guy that you did not want to mess with.
Because Taz is an actual badass. So when you're a badass, you can be a badass. You can't really fake it. So when you have to fake it, it sticks out like a sore thumb.
Well, and that's why Hook,
a lacrosse playing suburbanite kid whose daddy used to be a badass. Stop it.
Yeah,
Hook
he didn't
looks
grow
like-
up in the Red Hook section of Brooklyn, New York, the way Taz did. He grew up probably in some nice suburban house because Taz had money when he was born.
Hook looks like he's playing. Hook looks like he's playing a badass in a modern day retelling of The Outsiders by a community theater group. That's what Hook looks like.
We see it with Hook. We see it with the Soy Boy Cowboy. We see it with Daniel Garcia. They portray them as these badasses with nothing to back it up.
Buddy Wayne. Or
Uncle Barbarian said if Hook would be the Robert Gibson, who would be his Ricky Morton in NXT? It's a good question.
Okay. We need
Lexus King.
Lexus King. There it is. Good one. Done.
Yeah.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
Colin Taylor for another $20. Hook reminds me of a fat truth about AEW. When they hit puberty, TK is going to have a problem. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Someone should check his birth certificate.
Olsen, help me up onto his casket so I can dance on it.
Oh, boy. The, man. All right, so we're at commercial right now, so we might as well go back to the Mone Mag. What do you guys think?
Yes, of course, always.
All right.
Please.
Mr. McMahon versus Vince McMahon. Many have asked me if there's a difference between Mr. McMahon and Vince, and I can't really say I've got to be around him enough to answer that. My guess is that when you're so involved in a business, have so much passion, are so in love with what you do 24/7, and have no life outside of that, I'm sure it's hard for Vince himself to know the difference. So she doesn't answer the question.
No.
Right.
Oh, Willow just bulldozed somebody.
She loves Vince. She really does. She loves Vince McMahon.
That was just a big thing. Look at this. Dynamite celebrates 5 years. Wednesday night in Pittsburgh, we celebrated 5 years of AEW Dynamite. I can't believe how quickly time has flown by. Yeah, because you've been there for 5 months.
Yeah, she's been there for 7 months. She doesn't have the right to celebrate this.
I can't believe how quickly time has flown by. You haven't been there the entire time, you idiot.
Why did Willow Nightingale attack Mariah May and then look right at the camera to talk to Mariah May?
It's the only time
What
all
is
night
going on?
It's the only time all night somebody's looked into the camera to deliver a promo when they shouldn't have.
Oh my gosh.
I remember hearing about the buzz
It's
of
little
AEW
things,
starting
gentlemen.
back in 2018. Even though I was at WWE, I did tune in. But now you know how much I love wrestling. I was watching and always rooting for them. Now, 5 years later, wrestling is booming with more opportunities for talent and fans than ever. There's a lot more to come, and I remain excited to be a part of this journey. Oh my God, guys, like she's on the screen while I'm reading the Moné Mag. We've achieved like a legit
AEW started in
Inception.
2019.
Yeah.
AEW started in 2019. She did math wrong.
Oh, math is hard.
But she couldn't even Google it. She just subtracted 5 and got it wrong. That's what happened.
Math is hard. Oh,
remember all those great shows AEW was putting on in 2018, guys? When they weren't they?
I remember
on
watching them in
1st?
2018. It was in my crystals because they show me the future.
They were announced on January 2019. There was no AEW. There was not a whisper of AEW.
Nope.
People
is this?
Who is who?
This Japanese lady coming out to face Mercedes. Emmy Sakura.
She's Freddie Mercury girl. She's Freddie Mercury. Remember Freddie Mercury?
Who? What?
The whole thing. Remember the thing where somebody came out to Queen at All In, and then she got all mad because she's the Freddie Mercury girl, and she didn't get to come out to Queen.
No.
Someone's vibrating, and I don't want to know why.
It's probably it's definitely awful because Kevin's muted right now. Sorry.
What was next? Go ahead.
CWJ28 for $2 says, imagine telling Bill Watts Hangman is a cowboy. I could not imagine that. Oh my goodness. I couldn't imagine Bill Watts looking at anybody on this roster. BT23 for $5 says, hopefully MVP faction will be better than the one in TNA, which also had Lashley, the Beatdown Clan. Yep. Kev seemed to like it. So
I like
Beatdown
Clan. I like to be done. No, yeah. If you went to Bill Watts and said, "Is Hangman a real cowboy?" His first question would be, "Who is Hangman?" And then you'd point at him, and then Bill Watts would slap you.
Yeah, you'd get slapped. You'd get slapped for asking him about it.
And I don't even mean old school Bill Watts. I mean, I could probably travel about an hour into the Ozarks and find Bill Watts wherever he is and do it right now, and he'd slap me. So.
What does it say? Like, if you're a professional wrestler, what does it say about your value to know that you're doing the same routine in 3 different companies as far as this Lashley MVP pair up?
Yeah.
Like,
how about
you got anything else going on for you?
How about Bobby Lashley being the one who was vocal saying that, or no, it was MVP. One of them was being vocal saying that Triple H only puts black wrestlers with other black wrestlers. And now he's in another company. It was MVP.
Yeah, well, he went on a whole tirade. He called him a coward for not talking to them about what was going on. Said what I said. How do you not make money with Omos? MVP's very, he's very forthtelling when he,
Yeah, and MVP, by the way, was in TNA where he started a faction with all black wrestlers, and now he's in AEW where he started a faction with all black wrestlers. So I don't know why he decided.
Yeah, so it says a lot more about him than anything else, really.
Exactly.
This little fat Japanese lady is not impressing me. But then again,
no,
it might just be there just might be the Mercedes effect.
Emmy is fine. She's fine. She's nothing special. She's serviceable.
What is happening in this match right now? It's just nonsense.
Who's this evil Miss Piggy that Mercedes is wrestling?
Japanese Miss Piggy.
Yeah, she's not. She's the good guy. Remember that?
Okay, I'm sorry. That this little brick house just ran into Mercedes and she didn't move.
Yeah, Mercedes just shattered.
They literally did the thing where like the big girl like gave her a shoulder block and Mercedes just took it. Come on, I'm immediately done.
They did it twice.
They did. By the way, they did a spot. Mercedes no sold a poke. Did anybody catch that? And we just poked her with her finger, and Mercedes like for a second acted like she was hurt, and then she just no sold. It was very strange. This is a very strange match.
It's a very strange woman.
Mercedes is bad, guys.
She's just a bad wrestler. She's just not
she's
good.
Just bad.
Like that is my expert analysis here. She's just not good. Oh my god, she just attacked her with a vagina. She literally just smacked her in the face with a sloppity floppity vagina.
What TNA match is that where someone kept screaming my badge?
And how do you know it's sloppity floppity?
That's a Sarah Silverman line that I stole. She said it about B. Arthur. I thought it worked here.
Yeah. Sarah Silverman, not funny.
I don't know.
Not funny, but I like that line.
I don't know who did I think it might have been Christy Von Eerie who did that a while ago. But I do know that I saw an indie spot where a woman pulled a tampon out of her and shoved it in someone's mouth. So that was fun.
I saw that too. I did see that. John JD 999 for $199. I'd love to see John Wayne in Red River talk to Paige. Oh, hello there, little lady.
That's random. You was high. you was high up.
You was high up.
Speaking of high, AEW Neck Pants checking in. Producer of this show, Sarah Silverman program is effing great.
It's
don't
the truth.
know about that.
It's the truth. That's the truth. It's factual.
Can we fire Neckbeard?
Her show is very good. If you want,
all right, whatever you say.
The Comedy Central one, not when they tried to do it again on Hulu, but the Comedy Central one was very good.
Uncultured Barbarian for $2 with a interesting question: who carried Mercedes the most in WWE? Charlotte.
Bailey.
Charlotte put that woman on her back and carried her to greatness.
I'm just saying Bailey because Bailey worked with her more often than Charlotte did. Charlotte had the bigger high points, but Bailey had to be with her almost the entire time. So
that's true.
Yeah, she actually dragged Bailey down during that pandemic era. I mean, I was not really feeling that.
Bailey, she dragged her down the entire time she was there. Bailey constantly had to play second fiddle to Sasha.
Well, no, there was that time when Bailey first turned heel and was the women's champion. Mercedes was like her lackey at that point until she turned on her.
Yeah, and then she turned on it, right, until she got it back. But Bailey was I'm a big Bailey fan, so I can't be impartial when it comes to Bailey. Yeah. Hey, you know what? Mercedes is in the corner. Do we want to wrap that up while we're here?
I don't
know. Hey, Colin Taylor saved us. Colin Taylor.
Oh, Colin Taylor with $20. Emmy Sakura looks like the girl at 7-Eleven who flirts with me. Lashley and MVP should keep this up until they run out of appropriate names. They'll be in GCW as Team Chocolate Shaft Brothers homies. Oh, I love that one. That was a good one. Oh, I'm dead. I am absolutely dead.
Oh, let's do New Jack. Screw it. Let's do.
No, we haven't even gotten to the fan questions yet.
I was going to say he said John Wayne Red River because he plays a rancher who's bringing cattle to I think he's going to Mexico. So it's a very specific John Wayne that he wanted in the conversation. I think they meet an uppity young lady in the movie, and he gives her what for. It's like John Wayne.
I thought that was True Grit.
JPS for $2 says the ECW vampire lady screamed "my vag" against.
That's right. Okay. Yep, that was her.
With Ariel, yes. Mm-hmm. Which when you go back and rewatch that match, the entire first half of that match is fantastic, and then after she screams "my vag," they blow a spot, and it just goes off the rails.
Oh, man, let's just talk to show you.
Let's just talk about TNA Women's Division. Let's talk about Winter. You want to talk about?
Like you?
Winter, when she drugged Angelina Love and turned her into a zombie for 6 months.
God, I must have been out of the wrestling loop on that one.
And she had a
great theme song. Pirate sister.
Yeah, her theme song was awesome.
It was.
Nobody is into this Mercedes Moné match, by the way.
Nobody is into Mercedes Moné, period. The woman used to have the most passionate, obnoxious, toxic fans on the face of the planet, and now nobody likes her.
Does anybody like
AEW? And the Sasha stands completely went away.
Oh yeah.
No, they didn't. They didn't. They're still. Every time I mention her, they find me. They show up, buddy.
They?
Yeah, when I posted that thing from the magazine about Vince, and man, I got like 2, and they're all like white dudes. And
of course they are. They're simps.
Yeah, I think I want to see him. I bet they do.
And the bodyguard goes down.
I don't understand the point of Camille anymore. She bumps for everybody. She should not have been touched for an entire calendar year.
This lunch lady just bumped her easily and made her slam her own head into the guardrail.
Lunch lady.
You leave
put a hairnet on her. Put a hairnet on her and tell me I'm wrong. Everyone giving you a Salisbury steak.
And now look at Emmy. Like, why can't Camille sell better? Getting into the all you have to do is act like you're hitting your head on the thing. Camille, everyone talked about her like she was going to be Sid or Kevin Nash. They kept comparing. She's already Mr. Hughes, and I don't see her. Like, it's just that's an insult to Mr. Hughes. I'm sorry, Curtis Hughes. You're fantastic.
And Jericho.
I'd say he was Jericho's Mr. Hughes.
Boy, this match is sucking.
Uncultured Barbarian for $5. Thank you very much. Says one of my favorite TNA moments was Booker T on commentary. She got those handprints on the back of her ooh-la. Oh, I love Booker T.
Speaking of which, whatever happened to ODB? She was great.
She wants to make a comeback.
Training to make a comeback.
Yeah.
Where?
Wherever
we'll take her.
She says whoever will see
Arby's.
No, she had a. Oh
God, is she gonna tap this girl out?
ODB
is
had
she gonna
a
tap
pretty
this girl out with a crossface that doesn't have the arm hooked?
From what I understand, ODB had a pretty good real life job.
Guys, she tapped her with a crossface, but didn't have the arm hooked with her legs. AKA the point of the move where you're holding part of the body steady to pull back. Otherwise, you're just pulling somebody backward. There's no resistance there.
No.
And she tapped.
Maybe she has a loose tooth and it's just really sensitive.
They are parallel to each other when she tapped, by the way.
And I can tell you
no perpendicular, all parallel.
I'm saying she never hooks the arm. That's the dumbest thing ever, because then that move doesn't make sense when you don't hook the arm.
Pointless. It is the easiest thing to get out of.
It's not. At least John Cena lays on the arm. Okay.
when Shawn and Hunter co-opted the move, and Camille bumps again. Good.
What is she waiting for, by the way? Oh my God. They both stopped because a video was playing.
Yeah.
And now who's this come down to the ring?
Chris Statlander.
Is that Chris Statlander?
Oh, Lord in heaven.
The only person who should be in that ring right now. Chris Statlander. Actually, Camille's good. She's a good wrestler. She's just being used terribly.
And only because people started breaking Tony's chops about it.
Yeah. But Chris Statlander, I like Chris Statlander. I think
okay.
She's
get ready for Mercedes Moné to drag her down.
Oh, absolutely. No, she's one of the people that I think would excel in WWE. I think
I would never say a bad word about Chris Statlander. She's the reason my daughters like wrestling.
Yeah. She's a great role model, and that's why and she'll never get to use any of that in AEW. Okay, we got Street Profits. They're just the Street Profits. The gimmick is just the Street Profits. They used to carry red cups.
Who's that beside him? Is that Kevin Hart?
No, silly. It's Teddy Long.
It's Tiny Booker T. Yeah.
All right. I'm back. Wait, when did Kevin Hart show up?
It's Sherman Helmsley from Amen.
Yeah.
It's Deacon Fry.
Turn on the lights of heaven's door. Shine on me.
I thought Webster died.
Great show.
What's going on?
No.
Webster's still alive.
Okay.
Arnold died.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
CWJ 128 for $2 says AEW attendance tonight 1,852 via WrestleTix. I'm assuming they're in a building that holds a lot more than that.
Actually, no. Apparently, they switched venues.
AEW did too, because NXT did.
Oh, was it NXT? Okay, my bad.
Yeah,
my bad. The mistake. Yeah. Well,
they're going to great lengths to not show the other side. Oh, Tony Schiavone in the ring. Tyler Galansky for $1.99 says, men or women, Tony Khan fears people bigger than him.
I can believe that. I can believe
that.
Bigger than him. That's not my Schiavone. Hashtag not my Schiavone.
Hashtag not my Schiavone.
These promos are insufferable.
But I'm assuming he loves something. He's loving it for something.
He'll be the Young Bucks defending the tag team title against Private Party. How did Private Party get a title shot?
Oh, here we go.
Look where the Young Bucks are, by the way. They went from the top program in the company to fighting Private Party on pay-per-view now.
I need that. I need the clip of Alfred doing that. Like, take the piss off it, bruv. Manchester United, Bryan Danielson. Oh God! Look at that ugly belt. That belt is hideous.
Look at that ugly jacket. That jacket is hideous.
Mustard jacket.
Look at that.
John J. 99 for $1.99 says we only recognize phony Schiavone around.
Only you.
Yeah.
Only you.
I love phony.
God. Oh God.
Phony makes me so happy.
How that was supposed to be a double pin last week.
I didn't watch it.
I don't understand. It doesn't even remotely look like it was a double pin.
I saw the clip. It's terrible.
They did the ninja fall. I know that, or the ninja pose, and everyone thought it was super cool.
No, they didn't.
Did Meltzer give it 5 stars yet?
Meltzer did give it 5 stars, and I took the time to post his review of Sol Ruca doing the exact same spot and calling it a
choreographed gymnastics routine.
Yeah. He didn't respond to me that time.
Hey Kev, what did Meltzer give the Hell in a Cell match?
Oh God, I didn't look actually.
Has he actually put it out yet?
I'm pretty sure it's 4.5. I'm pretty sure it was 4.5.
Well, he already said it wasn't 5. We read that earlier in the show because he was saying that it wasn't going to be as high as Cody versus Seth because it wasn't as
But
good
that's
as Cody
okay,
versus
gentlemen, because in 2004, 4.5 would have meant 8 stars today. So we're in good company.
Well, because if an earthquake hits in Massachusetts and then you have a brush fire in San Diego, then it's still an ice cream sundae in Montana.
Okay. So yeah, he didn't yet. I think I had it in my head that he did because I read the thing that you read earlier while I was fixing my internet. So yeah.
Tony Schiavone looks like he just woke up.
Tony Schiavone looks like a guy who is very happy to be collecting a paycheck right now.
Well, for a very long time, he was not collecting any paychecks because baseball dried up. I think he only did the show with Conrad to pay for his daughter's wedding.
Yeah,
and then that led directly into this.
He was a barista, wasn't he?
He was a barista. Yeah, he worked at Starbucks.
Oh my God, that's
that was his dream job, by the way.
Did he say that?
That is not a joke. Yeah.
No, yeah. He said, well, he's okay. He needed a little bit of extra money while he was doing commentary for minor league baseball. And he always thought that being a barista would be fun. So he decided to get a part-time
fun
job
about being a barista.
I agree. And he found that out because he didn't last very long. So
CWJ 128 for $2 says this promo is jumping Jeff Farmer worthy.
Here's a little hint as to why that might have happened. How many baristas have you had that look exactly like Britt Baker?
Oh God.
Yeah, I think Tony has a type.
Erica M says you do get a free drink on shift though.
Ooh. I can get a free Starbucks.
We finally gonna have him split from Don Callis, even though they haven't been associated for months.
Right, they got to tell this story. I like Don Callis's Aviators; those are cool.
Don Callis is a heel manager for face wrestlers. I don't understand it at all.
It's so bizarre. It makes no sense.
All of his clients act like faces, and then he's a heel. It doesn't make.
And they constantly wrestle each other.
Yeah. Is Callis bleeding for some reason? What is
No, he's got a weird scar on his head.
I never noticed that.
It looks like the gig mark from hell. It looks like the gig mark that Drew had.
People didn't like that we didn't call out the headshot there during that match.
What headshot?
The toolbox. I mean, it's not us specifically, but everyone's saying like, so you're going to get on AEW for unprotected chair shots, but you don't care that they use a toolbox on his head?
Oh, I don't remember it.
Well, here's the thing. You know what? We were so enthralled. We were so invested and enthralled in the story of that match that it kind of we didn't notice it because it was just
the toolbox was shaved down, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's it. It was a shaved down toolbox. It was a little.
It didn't burst in the powder.
Wait, is that what busted him open so much? Like where he needed the 16 staples? Okay.
Yeah,
he got hit with the edge of the toolbox. Well, we didn't mention it because no one was swinging for the fences like a moron.
Right. And because, when you don't I am against. What?
No, go ahead, my man.
Yeah,
That's all right.
I don't like unprotected chair shots in general, but I'm not going to defend it in terms of it's not going to hurt them. But when you don't get it every week, when you don't see it all the time, and it's used in context of match where it should be used, you kind of just don't notice it as much. You know what I mean?
I have no idea what's going on in this promo right now. I've just heard the words "best wrestler in the world" spoken several times.
It's already lasted too long.
Yeah,
every promo tonight has lasted for an eternity.
This is every Dynamite. Everybody runs on about nothing. You don't understand what's happening. A match happens for no reason, and then we get an overrun, even though you could have chopped out 15 of the 36 promos that aired.
Will Ospreay looks like he's about to cry.
You don't even have to chop him out.
He had to go to work today. He's very upset.
You can cut every.
They're gonna
one
make
of
it so
these-
like Will Ospreay's gonna beat up Don Callis here. When you look at the two of them together, to me, I don't know who wins that fight.
Yeah,
Don Callis actually looks like he could kick Will Ospreay's ass.
I think Shivani's got a shot if you throw him in there.
It's not like back in the day when you were getting Hulk Hogan grabbing up Jimmy Hart by the lapel.
Why did Callis? They could shave every promo in half, have the exact same amount of substance, and not have to do an overrun every week.
Every time somebody gets hit in a promo or threatens to hit somebody in a promo, the other person always goes, why? And they wait 10 seconds. They go, why I oughta, and then they finally hit him. Last week when Jericho made fun of Briscoe's brother, who passed away.
Yeah.
I mean, he stood there for 20 seconds and was debating on whether he should hit him or not, and then he finally hit him. It's always the way. It's just like, oh, we're gonna let this build for a few seconds, and it never builds. It's just like, why are you taking so long to smack the hell out of somebody?
Hey, there's Kyle Fletcher. He sucks. Sorry.
Yeah, he blocked me.
I've never said a bad word about Kyle Fletcher in my life, but he blocked me, so whatever. He sucks.
Yeah.
Is that the guy? He hasn't blocked me
yet. Yeah.
The only thing I've ever said about Kyle Fletcher.
Well, you're doing something wrong, Marv.
I said
I've literally never said the words Kyle Fletcher in my life.
Yeah, the only time I ever mentioned him was on Discord, I think, because I said that he had a good match with Okada. That's the only time I've ever mentioned Kyle Fletcher, and he blocked me on Twitter.
Marvin,
it has to be.
It is now consensus that we believe Tony Khan rolls out a gigantic laminated poster and puts it on every building where they run shows. That's got a list of everybody who the wrestlers in that building should block on Twitter. I am convinced of it.
Edge did it to me.
I believe it.
I was an Edge fan. The only thing I tweeted after he left WWE was that I hope he doesn't go to AEW because he won't be used well. And right after he debuted in AEW, he blocked me.
Here comes Ricochet.
Oh God! To
Ricochet
what? Save the day.
For a second, I thought Don Callis was Ricochet.
I'm gonna.
No, Don Callis is bigger than Ricochet.
I love how they all stop moving when the video package plays. Like when they see somebody coming out to the ring, they have to stop and look and see what's going on. They don't finish off their opponent or the person they're trying to attack.
Well, they're fans too. They're fans too, Awful. They want to see what's on the video package. Maybe it's gonna be something.
Right,
cool.
right.
FOMO. It's FOMO. It's fear of missing out.
What a dumb show. Dynamite.
No, the
hey,
backstage promo.
Dynamite's
Isn't this show supposed to have nonstop wrestling?
That's TNA.
Go
Total
ahead,
nonstop
Diz.
action. No, I just said Dynamite's really dumb. Like it's a really dumb show. It's terribly formatted. It's horribly paced. It's just a dumb show. Their pay-per-views. Their pay-per-views are so much better.
I would rather watch baseball right now, and that is the most boring sport on earth.
I love baseball. Hey guys,
not during October.
I like it too, but it's boring.
Hold on. Who are these Fast and Furious villains?
This is Street Profits. I think this is
instant callback.
No, these are the Temu version of Private Party, Top Flight. They're
okay.
Which really, they're all Temu versions of the Acclaimed. It's just there's they've hired the same people 4 times and they just put them in different segments and call them different names, but they're all the same people.
Well, I guess as the Dodgers are on, as though that's going to get me to want that's going to make me want to watch baseball. I don't care about the Dodgers. And look, if you grew up in my house, you would understand. Baseball is life in my house, and in my parents' house, I should say. Like the house.
That was the worst segue to a commercial of all time. I don't know who those guys were. Of course, they didn't put any sort of chyron underneath to let us know who they are. They just had them talk in the background. Not even Renee Paquette back there. Let's go to these guys or anything like that. This is janky television.
I think that Tony should buy the rights to the ABC Kids Saturday morning cartoon segues into commercials where like the fire hydrant would go, after these messages, we'll be right back.
Or Cartoon Express. I would kill for some Cartoon Express going into the commercial.
The USA Cartoon Express.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you guys took me back right there. remember the one that was like, in a minute.
in a minute.
Yeah, right.
Yep. Can we just find an episode of Turbo Team to watch instead of finishing Dynamite?
Or on Fox Kids, where it would be like, sit, Lofi, sit. Or the aliens, it would be like, now back to our commercials. And they were like, yay. Jamie Earhart for $2 Canadian says, I've never been so excited for a commercial break.
Dig it. Dig it.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
You know what we're also showing by this, though, is that we probably watch cartoons far too late into our we were far too old to be watching these cartoons.
What
do you think?
No, I was of the right age.
When I think about the timing of like some of these, like in a minute, that was probably way too late for me to actually be watching cartoons when I think about it. But whatever. I watched it.
How old are you?
Me?
Yeah.
41.
Oh, okay. No, I'm older than you. In a minute was like when I was 8.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
I
was 22.
I watched Even Stevens, and that came on when I was like 20. So I can't.
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Uh-oh. Even Stevens?
No.
Pinwheel?
After these messages,
In the horse seat.
Where's the dog and the fire hydrant?
It's coming.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
You were about to piss on that.
We'll be right back. After these messages, we'll be right back.
Was that water?
At some point, just stop trying to piss on that fire hydrant.
Yeah, go to another one. Hey, look, Jungle Jack Perry.
Yeah, Kmart Raven.
In his cast iron title. Why is everyone tonight wearing black? Have you noticed that? Everybody in the back has been wearing black.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Aaron Clark sent a $1.99 super chat. If you sent that without putting the message in, Aaron, I'll be on the lookout for the next thing that you say so that I can read it out loud. But thank you very much for the support. And John JD 999 for $1.99. Grew up on Yu-Gi-Oh, Johnny Test. Those shows were fun. You are a zygote, John.
I did love Johnny Test though.
Yeah.
That was after my time.
All right, what do we got for our main event here, fellas?
Yeah, I was watching Johnny Test in my 30s. It's okay.
Hey, listen, man, I still watch Tom and Jerry. Love it.
Tom and Jerry's a great show. I used to love the Tom and Jerry Kids, where it's like Tom and Jerry Kids. I want to be where all the action is. Okay, so maybe I don't love Tom and Jerry Kids. I liked the theme song for Tom and Jerry Kids.
Marv is the type of guy that would prefer GoBots over Transformers.
No.
Yeah. The GoBots.
Wait. Are they coming out to Final Countdown on Dynamite?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing it for his retirement tour.
Wow, so he's
$600,000 down the tubes. Yep.
How much does that cost?
I think it was $600,000, wasn't there? Some mess like that.
No way.
When at first, when they were talking about how he didn't want to get it, they were saying that it was that expensive. He might have worked out a deal. I don't know, but
yeah, right.
He's
like, we got ourselves a TV deal. Oh.
Meanwhile, why not just get someone to cover it? Who cares?
Yeah. Man, this makes me sad.
It is one of the most over theme musics of all time from the Indies.
It was so, man, the atmosphere when Bryan Danielson was at his peak in Ring of Honor and he would come out to this and going against, it was insane. And there's just something sad about it now. You know what I mean? Like, not sad as in like, oh man, I'm so sad that Bryan Danielson has to retire. More like, oh man, I'm so sad he's still doing this. You know, like, I don't know.
Does Bryan Danielson go on the Ric Flair tour?
No.
Is he that type?
Oh God, they go tour with Hulk Hogan in Australia after he retires.
Yeah, and just does a whole bunch of nonsense, except for the drinking part.
I think he'll let Tony Khan pay him as long as he wants to, and Tony Khan will let him go do whatever he wants. So I don't think it matters really. He doesn't have to do that.
Tony will continue to pay him for forever to just be his friend.
Yeah, exactly.
Until he wants his WWE Hall of Fame ring.
Right.
Lucy Moody saying Tiny Toons and Animaniacs. I am speaking your language, my friend.
And can we, in protest of this white supremacist angle, we should watch New Jack during the match.
That's not a terrible idea. I mean, I get what you're saying, but I mean, I get what you're doing. But
hold on a second. I know this is the wrong show, but according to Screen Rant,
okay,
a new report has sources claiming Joaquin Phoenix is being blamed as the big reason for Joker Farandos results. The idea for the sequel came to Phoenix in a dream.
They've been blaming him. They've been blaming the director. They made it a point to specifically come out and say James Gunn had absolutely nothing to do with this. He offered notes and they were ignored. Todd Phillips refused to do test screenings for the movie. It's insane.
You're telling me that the hack comedy director that made a Martin Scorsese tribute film and struck big once isn't actually a good director? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah, the guy that made one actually funny comedy and then two diminishing return sequels where they just rehash the same jokes over and over again. Yes, that guy.
Wow, shocking. He's not.
They gave him $200 million to make a sequel he didn't want to make, and he refused to let test audiences see it. And he insisted that they debut it at the Venice Film Festival, and it just got destroyed.
I just like, how did you forget that Martin Scorsese had the idea, hand over the treatment, said, I'm not making this, I don't do that, but get someone who can. You just, how'd you not go directly to the source and beg him to give you something?
When Screen Rant articles are more interesting than the Dynamite program.
I know.
Something's up, Tony. Something's up.
Aaron Clark said, sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog. That's a good one. I think that was what the super chat was supposed to be. Or maybe it was BT23 for $5 says all that money for Brian's song. Wonder how much Tony Khan would pay for Swerve's song. Ain't nobody running from Rufus and Chaka Khan.
Oh
boy. Has Swerve even been on? No, we saw the Swerve training tape, right?
Yes.
By the way, I've been playing Dragon Ball Sparking Zero for the last 2 days because I got early access with my pre-order. It's really good. I'm going to talk about it on that Gameplays tomorrow.
I'm going to pick up
at
Zelda
2 p.m.
at some point in time.
Oh, the one where you play as Zelda?
Yeah, I totally thought that was the one with Zelda was going to look more like Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
And I thought that this one was just another.
No, it's one of the cartoony ones, which I don't really like the cartoony Zeldas. So,
the Link's Awakening sequel, the Link's Awakening remake was great, and these are the same guys that did that. So,
Mrs. Movie Monster likes the cartoony Zeldas, like she likes Minish Cap and stuff like that. I usually just go for the more. I usually go for the more like mainstream Zeldas, but she's in Barcelona right now with her mother and brother. It's kind of like a little bachelorette trip for her.
When you're old like me, it just brings you back to Super Nintendo days.
Yeah, I'm more into the old school Zeldas, so that's probably why I like those two. So. Hey, Mark, we got some super chats. You should get to the super chats.
We do. Sorry, I was looking up the latest on. I got an update on the hurricane, so I was looking at that.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't want to.
Oh, you. All right. For you for $2, you guys should watch New Jack instead of this. Okay. I'm glad you spent $2 on that.
I told you.
Jamie
I don't
Earhart
make
for $2
requests.
Canadian says, remember when Claudio mattered? No, I don't.
No,
Never.
not now, not ever.
I do.
Yeah.
He was in the team. He was in Kings of Wrestling with Chris Hero and Ring of Honor. That's the last time he really mattered, in my opinion.
Okay. That makes sense.
Remember when they
More
built
people
a
watch
story
that.
about something that happened on a Pro Wrestling Gorilla that no human being has ever seen outside of California, and then expected people to know what was going on, and they got mad that no one knew what was going on.
His stuff, I love in Ring of Honor. He was great when he was the most foreign man. Do you remember that? Like when he was, the whole thing was that his whole gimmick was that he was foreign, and that was hilarious.
All right. Let's watch a little New Jack while this is on, and we'll, if anything big happens,
it'll be over by the overrun.
I'm so burnt out on this.
No, Moxley isn't even in the match, and he's the primary antagonist. So what is the point of this match?
It'll be over by the overrun. And
all right, Neckbeard said we have to watch. Did you hear the commentator go? They're used to it.
Man, that's a beautiful head of hair on Brian.
We're starting at 100 miles an hour already. Fantastic. He's doing like the squeaky voice thing.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic.
Yes, a bowl.
You got it.
That's how you get heat in the South. Oh my goodness.
Mustafa would be such a meme right now if he was around today. That's the
Oh,
best
Bob
piece of wrestling we've seen tonight.
Yes, 100%, and that goes for both shows.
Yes, absolutely. Man, look at it! Mustafa, and then was D'Lo in the background there? Did we see D'Lo back there?
I don't think D'Lo was in the
No,
background.
D'Lo's not. I don't think. I think D'Lo doesn't. I think D'Lo pops up closer to when they do the promo and the projects.
Oh,
That's
okay,
when
okay. Because D'Lo always there was some guy just standing back there, and D'Lo always stood back there, so I didn't know if that was him or not.
Can you imagine? Dynamite has got a commercial going on at the 11 o'clock hour. Yeah. Incredible! It's a picture-in-picture, but even still,
is he?
Yeah, no, we are at 10. It is 10:59, and they're at a commercial break, and they're choking in the corner. They're not even. They're not even circling around the finish here.
Way to time your segments, Tone.
And the commercial that I got was a Walgreens commercial with a kid who had a generic wrestling figure in his hands. That would be a spot for synergy, don't you think? Instead of breaking news from the local rural Missouri Walmart. They have removed all of their AEW toys. Every AEW action figure has been removed. Yes. They just got rid of them completely.
Maybe they all sold out suddenly.
I'm sure that's why they didn't even go clear.
Or maybe they were abducted by aliens. I don't know what the more likely thing there was, but
well, what is the aunt uncle who only see their nieces and nephews once every 12 months gonna do when they have to buy the kid who likes wrestling something?
I don't worry. They still
between the WWE and AEW.
They still got them in Walgreens, which is where they're stopping to get the toys.
Max was actually kind of upset because we figured that's the only way he's going to get a Cody figure.
They do still sell them.
They do, and the WWE ones sell out every time they go out. So,
what did they replace the AEW wrestlers with? Ears of corn or something?
Transformers.
Oh, Transformers.
Oh, this is like Neckbeard's ultimate thing right now.
Yeah.
I sent the picture of Neckbeards, and he said, "Can you take a wider shot? I want to see their Transformers."
So they're not even on clearance; they're just gone.
Sit back.
Like they're not even putting them in because they said, what's the name of that store where they sell everything for really cheap? Oliver's or something? Or
when I worked in retail, the deal was that the stuff that we thought we could sell, we put on clearance, and the stuff we didn't think we could sell, we donate to Goodwill and get a kickback on that.
Don't donate AEW action figures to Goodwill. Haven't those people suffered enough?
When I worked at KB Toy Store, that's what we wound up doing with all those happy to be here Darth Maul figures that we just could not sell. Just boxes of Darth Mauls and
really Darth Maul.
Well, because if you the first Darth Maul figure that came out had like a Down syndrome smile. So no one was buying them. Well,
I bet you that's worth money today.
Yeah. Can I just I just want to point out real quick. Neckbeard confirmed my thing in the chat and made me think. I love how a lot of people think that like we are behind the scenes conspiring about things and talking about really when our group chats are filled with talks about action figures and recipe swapping, and we're like the most boring old biddies on the internet.
How'd that shepherd's pie work out the other night?
Oh, so good. It was so good, man.
Oh my God.
It's like they think it's some kind of like rally, and what it actually is a quilting bee. You know, it's like
I have cooked nothing all week because Mrs. Movie Monster's been in Europe, and I just don't have the effort to like make a dinner right now. Like unless I'm making it for the two of us, like I don't know.
Marvin's lost 25 pounds.
No, Marvin's gained 25 pounds because Marvin's eating crap. Marvin's supposed to be dieting for his wedding right now, but
oh God!
Instead, there's a hurricane coming, so he decided that he had to buy all the junk food at the supermarket.
No, just get regular food, and you'll accidentally lose weight.
Yeah, a little tip: if you have a kid who is a picky eater, have him help you make dinner. They seem to really enjoy eating stuff that they make, even if it's stuff that they would not eat if you made it for them, and you can find out what they like. There's parents
in this show. Welcome to fatherhood.
Yeah, well, Daddy Dis giving you parenting tips here on Tooney Talk.
I can tell you, I don't think that works with girls because my picky girls don't eat anything other than Lunchables and hot Cheetos.
Kev, because you're feeding into a stereotype, making girls cook. Who do you think you are?
They
gotta get married, not live with me forever.
You're gonna be an old maid.
Sorry, I dropped my microphone.
No,
this is my
I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to do a new show on the network, which was going to be, an adult with no kids lectures you about parenthood. Parenting advice from CM Punk, who gives you advice that he uses on Larry the dog.
Right.
Marv got a little insight into my life after the live stream ended.
Oh my God. Oh my God. When your daughters popped up with like their 8 friends who were just like you like they literally, I guess we're officially old because like they speak and I'm like, what language are you speaking?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the bad part about Wrestle Dream this weekend is that I already told Max he can have a friend over, so I'm gonna have to get in a little hidey hole to do Wrestle Dream while they play whatever Terraria or whatever they're playing upstairs.
Properly promoted for $5 says we should have main evented with New Jack with the New Jack promo. The AEW overrun is going to kill the finish of the show like it does their ratings.
We're in the overrun right now, and this isn't over. This is
AEW Neckbeard saying I'm making homemade split pea and ham soup tomorrow. That sounds pretty good. No, I think tomorrow I might make some tacos or something.
Daniel Bryan did the yes chant, by the way.
Yeah, he did. So for people who can't watch, I guess, Moxley and the Russian gal are outside now.
Yeah, why is Misha Fier only speaking Russian now?
Because it's a white supremacist angle. And they're trying to, that's what people think white supremacists are, Russian, operatives. So
I thought the Russians were dirty, stinking commies.
People don't understand what that means anymore.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
let's see.
I can't comment.
Yeah.
Teleanus for $2 says, I have eyes inside the arena. We'll get details. Oh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, we're okay. Yeah. I mean,
if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't.
I appreciate the offer. I really do.
Yeah. Why didn't you have a sign out there that said Tooney Town Wrestling?
Okay.
Yeah, we need a Marv like Bob John Big Head, Fat Head. Like
Tony would lose his mind if that happened.
Okay,
because he's very aware of who I am.
Okay, I just want to paint a picture here. Brian Danielson, and Yuta were a tag team, and Claudio and Pac were a tag team. And Pac pulled out a hammer. He was going to hit Brian Danielson. Yuta took it out of his hand. Pac turned around and was like, "What are you doing, bro? Why are you taking this out of my hand?" And now Claudio and Pac and Yuta are arguing about the hammer while Mox and Danielson fight.
Moxley's getting beaten like he's fighting
Maria Shafir is putting the boots to Wheeler Yuta.
So Mox is baiting him somewhere, right? This is a setup. This is going to be Brian Danielson gets beat up by somebody.
Or hit by a car.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to get hit by a car, isn't he? And it's going to, who hit Brian Danielson?
Place your bets. Will they get hit by a car or not?
Okay, TikTok. Have fun over there. It's a new nickname. TikTok.
Car crash sound, please.
Oh, Lord.
What? This is such a dumb angle. And by the way, how good of a friend is Brian Danielson to Wheeler Yuta? Leaving him alone with the other three people so he can
I think that's kind of the point.
But Brian Danielson's the good guy. He's the hero.
Shouldn't Private Party be running out here, being that they got lynched 3 weeks ago?
Or what about the luchadors that were helping him? Who was that? Commander? No, I guess he can't do it because he.
Isn't this the second week in a row where Wheeler Yuta is featured in the main event?
Yes. I'm really. By the way,
Daniel Bryan's not getting baited or hit by anything. He's back out here with Moxley.
Oh, of course.
Okay. Will they scramble?
There was no point to any of it.
Any of this. They just want a giant circle. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Why did he leave? What was the point of him leaving?
Claudio was booping Wheeler Yuta with the hammer right now,
and he's doing the S chant.
Yeah, but Brian Danielson basically just was like, Yuta, you got this, and like it.
And now Yuta's on the ground like, please help me up, and he's like, yes.
I'm hurting. My ribs are broke.
If I was Yuta, I would turn right now. That's what I don't care that he just got hit with a hammer by the other team. I would beat up Brian Danielson.
Yeah, it looks like he's hamming it up to the crown.
Rabbit Wolverine calling for the Glom Gold chant one more time.
Glom Gold! Glom Gold! Glom Gold! Glom Gold!
Glom Gold.
Yeah,
he didn't check on Wheeler Yuta one time right now.
He actually points while he does it, doesn't?
Glom Gold! Glom Gold! Glom Gold! Glom Gold!
Close enough.
Okay, so
why has he not turned to check on Wheeler Yuta yet?
He just did.
So the announcers
now he's raising his hand and everything, and all is right in the world again.
The announcers are saying are really selling the idea that this Sunday, this could be Brian Danielson's career-ending match, and he's preserving his career. Blah blah blah. How is it preserving your career to get into a fight with Moxley backstage that you had no business being a part of and you didn't need to get involved in? Because Moxley did not attack Brian Danielson. Brian Danielson attacked Moxley.
All right, mercifully, this is over. Let's never do that. Let's never watch a live episode of Dynamite again.
I'm with it.
Watching the pay-per-views is painful enough. Good Lord. All right, guys. Thank you to everybody who was here tonight. Thank you to everybody who chatted, everybody who super chatted. You guys are the over 9,000, the power level that keeps this show moving and grooving the way it always has. Awful. Tell folks where they can find out more about what you're doing.
Well, I'll be on AEW FUL Wrestling on Twitter, and I'll be on Tooney Talk Wrestling every Tuesday at 8.
Okay, and where can folks find out more about you and everything you're up to?
Hey, check out Max Out Media on YouTube. We're kind of working on stuff when we can. Max is in school, so we don't have as much time as we used to, but we're trying. Also, tooney.lol to get to our Discord. That is an invite. You can come to our Discord, hang out. We do watch-alongs for SmackDown and Raw every week, so we are hanging out there. And I don't know. Stay tuned.
Are you awful ready to announce anything about any projects that you guys might have coming up?
we're working on stuff. We might have Beard helping us out a little bit. We might be, kind of. I'm still trying to figure out where that's going to be officially, and I need to get the software working to where I want it. But we're getting there. We're getting there. So stay tuned.
Awesome. All right, Kev, where can folks find more about what you're up to?
I don't know. Just talk to me on Twitter. Give me some followers.
Guys are the best with outros. Yes, and Kev can also be listened to Thursday nights with me on Tooney Talk TV at 8 p.m. Now, we are currently slated for an episode of Tooney Talk TV on this Thursday night at 8 p.m. It's going to all it's going to all depend on what happens with this hurricane. So, it might happen this weekend. It might not. If it does, we're going to be very, very excited because it will be like an episode that we didn't think we were going to be able to have. And check out more over at Tooneytown TV. New videos every day. I'm trying to get Tooneytown Wrestling back to the point where it's going to be videos every day. Plus uploads going on over at patreon.com/Tooneytown Wrestling. So check for that. I'm currently writing the next episode of the Headlock Headlines, and I want to try to get that up before my wedding. So that way when I leave on my honeymoon, I'm not leaving you guys high and dry. So all right, guys, thank you very much. And a special thanks to the backbone of this show, the one and only producer, AEW Neckbeards. He is the man. He is the secret sauce on top of the Big Mac that is this show. Thank you very much, producer Neckbeard. You are the man. Everyone go follow him on Twitter, X right now. All right, guys. Thanks again for joining us this and every week from all of us here at the Tooneytown channels. I'm Marvin the Movie Monster. Now get out of here.
Now, Perry the Platypus, feel the wrath of my thank you-inator!
Thank you, you piece of trash.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you! Oh, I suppose you want me to say thank you. Well, you know what? Saying thank you is like jobbing. Thank you!
I got a little message. Thank you. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, thank you! Oh, thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you!
Thanks? For what?
Hi-ho from all of us here at Tooneytown. Thank you!
And viewers like you. Thank you.